What is up, my friends? It is another match day here on Anfield Agenda, and you are very welcome along. The team news has just dropped, and I'm going to go through it in a moment. Before I do, just a couple of quick hellos to everybody in the chat. Firstly, happy Easter. I hope you're all, well, balls deep in a load of chocolate at the minute, to be quite frank about it. And if you're not, you're doing Easter wrong. Paul, I seen your comment in the chat, mate. Said, hey, Craig, got tickets for the 25th. No Danielle this time, though. Well, Paul, glad to see that you're coming, my man. I hope I recognise you this time, because the last time with the weight loss, bro, didn't recognise who was standing in front of me. But looking forward to catching up with you again, and of course, seeing that X6 in person. Hope you're all doing well. Obviously, as I say here right now, Arsenal are 2-0 up away against Leicester City. So looks like we're going to have to do our part and win the league title next week. But they do have a game on Wednesday, and we are going to have a watch along of it here on the channel as well, just in case. You know, I wouldn't be able to look myself in the mirror if we won it on Wednesday and we weren't live, so we'll be live just in case. Right, so team news. Let's get straight into it. Firstly, I'm right. I got the team news right for once. I mean, it happens once in a blue moon, but there you go. Alisson Becker in goal, Conor Bradley at right back, Costas keeps his place at left back, centre back pairing of Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahim Kanade. Your midfield unchanged, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Gravenberch, Dominic Szoboszlai, Alexis McAllister. I say unchanged. That's a change because Jones was in it last week. So yes, Jones in, or out, excuse me, to be replaced by Dom. Then up top, it is Diaz through the centre, Mohamed Salah on the right, and Cody Gakpo on the left. Trent makes the bench is the other big news today. Kelleher, Endo, Darwin, Jones, Elliott, Jota, Robbo, Trent, and Kwanzaa. That is your Liverpool bench today. So there we go, ladies and gents. Let me talk you through our opponent's team right now. So for Leicester City, they have Humainison in goal, Pereira, Faze. I can't read this, it's so small. Sorry, 1 second. That team is tiny on my screen. Let me just zoom in. Ndidi, Sumare, Cody, Thomas, El Canus, Madvidi, De Cordova-Reid, and Vardy. I can't read that, it's so small. So yeah, that's the team news for Leicester City. But either way, we got to get the job done today, right? We got to get the points. We got to get one step closer to that league title. Liz, how are you, my friend? Happy match day. Let's go Reds. Let's effing go Reds. Love all of you. Thank you, Liz. And right back to you, my friend. Hope all is well. So, Craig, you got the lineup entirely correct from the prediction. I know, but look, even a broken clock is right twice a day, you know. So just put that one down to a bit of luck. But yeah, I just thought with a week between games we weren't going to see much change, and that seemingly is the case. Right, what else have we got to go through before I wanted to get stuck in? There was a few other little bits and pieces I had to go through, actually, and I can't remember what they are now, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I hope you're all enjoying the chocolate. I had a really interesting creation last night. It's like a half Easter egg filled full of like Dubai chocolate paste, brownie bits, and some strawberries. Whew, it was good. Chiesa 100% leaving. It looks like it, doesn't it? You know, when you see once again Chiesa not going to get a sniff, Elliott no chance in the 11, maybe he gets minutes. It is becoming a bit clearer who the manager will probably look to move on. But look, again, we'll talk about that over the course of the summer. Now I remember one of the things I was going to say. So if anybody is watching, just to let everybody know that we are back to open chat. Everybody can chat today as long as you're subscribed. We had a poll on the channel the other day just to see what people wanted to do, and they decided to give it a go, give it a try, make sure that we can try and keep the chat as friendly as we can, but it is open for everyone to comment on. So all that you need to do, the comment, is make sure that you're subscribed, and of course, be respectful to myself and everybody else in the chat, and we should all get along tickety-boo. I love you. Well, thank you, Amanda. That's very kind of you. I appreciate the support. I really do. So you're probably going to notice a different look from me today when I'm watching the game. I'll be like this, because my setup has now changed, and I have my TV pretty much right there, bracketed onto my table at the minute. So I'll be watching the game with this angle. So if you're probably used to me like that, but today it will be like this, just in case anybody's going, has something changed there? Dubai chocolate bar, not worth the price. Mukrab, do you know what, bro? I'm going to be honest with you, my friend. I bought one, right? I bought a couple of different varieties, and I wanted to hate it. I wanted to sit here and go, that's not worth the price. It's not right. It's robbery. It's not good enough. And then I got one from an Irish company called Sugar Plum, who are a chocolatier in Mullingar in County Westmeath. And honestly, mate, it was so good I was nearly crying eating the bar. And in fact, it was so good that I've ordered 100 quid's worth of them. So yeah, man, I have to disagree. And I wanted to feel like they were overpriced, Muckrab. I did. But I tell you what, mate, when you get a good one, when you get a company that really does use top-notch ingredients, oh my days. Yeah, game changer for me, man. I've never tasted that like it. It was an emotional experience eating that bar of chocolate, my friend. Is Chiesa injured? No. Actually, do you know what? I didn't even pay much attention to him not being in the squad because I could barely read that either. Yeah, no, I don't think he's injured. Not that I'm aware of. Hope you and Sabrina have a lovely day. Spoiled lots of chocolate. She's not a big chocolate eater, Ian, to be honest with you. She's more of a savoury person. Thankfully, though, I'll make up for it. You know, I'll make sure that there's plenty of chocolate eaten today. Can't believe he's not even on the bench, says Chiesa AFTB. Chiesa said, on records, the coach called him to persuade him to come to Liverpool. That's nuts. That is absolutely nuts. Mate, I agree with you. Look, I think every Liverpool fan agrees with you. It's crazy that Fede isn't on the bench. It's crazy that he's not getting more minutes. And it doesn't make any sense, as you've said. Like, why bring him to the club to absolutely shun him for the entire season? It doesn't make sense. Right, let's get through a couple of comments. Jack, thank you, mate. He says, the rat on the bench for Chiesa, disgusting by Slot. Look, I'll never use that phrase to describe Trent. You're all entitled to describe him however you want. But for me, I just want him to be upfront and honest. Like I've said for ages, Jack, I just want him to front up to whatever he's doing. And personally, I don't really want him to get many minutes between now and the end of the season, if any. I want Bradley to keep playing. But I totally get where you're coming from in one extent, because we've got a player who wants to be at the club, who's doing everything to work hard, convince the manager, to try and get opportunities. And you've got another fella who's supposed to be the local diehard Scouser, who doesn't seem to want to stay here and then gets thrown straight back into the squad. I do understand your frustration. I do kind of share it, but again, I wouldn't quite use that language towards a player. But yeah, man, it's certainly disrespectful to Chiesa. I think we can agree on that. Cody, Gaming and Football, sorry, Cody, said Slot needs to trust Chiesa. He'd be a better striker. 100%. Like, without any hesitation, Cody, right now, my friend, I'd say to you, I'd put Chiesa through the middle ahead of Diaz. And I'd push Diaz out to the left-hand side. So I agree with everybody that is frustrated by the Chiesa situation. I'm right here with you. But there's not much I can do about it, unfortunately. But it's going to be very interesting, because if we hear in the summer that we don't have squad places, or that, you know, we need to look at the wage bill or any of this stuff, and then we know there's players sitting there who the manager won't play, that's not gonna wash, is it? It's not good enough. Do I watch F1, said Liam Lazarus. I wouldn't say I watch it, Liam, but I kind of try to pay attention to what's happening in the world of F1. But no, I wouldn't say I would be an avid viewer or anything like that, my man. My son would watch it a lot more. My wife, actually, would watch it a lot more than I would. Finley Ears Guitar, how are you, my man? Said, how's life, Craig? I hope you're well. Much love. Good, Finley, thank you. Yeah, really good. Counting down the days, the minutes, the games till the Reds are crowned Premier League champions. So, yeah, happy days. Who do you want to score today? Oh, right, I always get a feeling, right? And usually these feelings are wrong, by the way. So certainly I wouldn't be advising you to put any money on this or anything. But I have a feeling today Conor Bradley's going to score. I don't know why. It probably is absolutely wrong. But I just have a feeling Conor Bradley to score. Now, with regards to where I put my money, well, I stuck a fiver on McAllister from outside the box because it was 22-1, and, you know, I thought that's worth my cheeky little fiver. And that's all I really put on Liverpool games these days, is like a fiver on a Van Dijk header or something like that. Chiesa not even on the bench. I know, it's crazy. Look, everybody in the chat who's feeling disappointed about it, you're not on your own, and I don't think there's anybody in the chat who will disagree with you. But, you know, it just is what it is at the minute. Duncan, happy Easter to you as well, my friend. Appreciate you. It's in our hands to humble the Australian fraud. Are we talking about Ange Postecoglou there? Look, I want us to win the league title at Anfield next week. That's perfect as far as I'm concerned. But we've got to take care of Leicester City today. Tom, thank you for your membership as well, mate. Appreciate you. Said, what's your predictions? A tough game. Do you know, I'm going to be honest, I don't know what to expect. If we show up and play to the best of our ability, we should be way too good for Leicester. But we also have to be mindful that they would officially be relegated today if they lose. So I'm expecting them to at least come out at the start fighting, because they're not going to want to get relegated in front of their own fans. But if we do beat them today, they will be relegated. So let's wait and see. What's this one? Mark said, Leicester haven't scored in their last 8 Premier League home games. Liverpool have won at least 4 more points away from home than any other Premier League side this season. And of course, the Reds can move one step closer to winning the title today if we should pick up 3 points. And look, I'm confident that we will. The result seems to be 3-1. Because if you look back, if you watch their preview, we went back over the recent head-to-head games, loads of 3-1s for some reason. So that's why I went with 3-1. Stick to what the usual score is. And for everybody asking about Chiesa, don't know where he is, don't know why he's not on the bench. Equally as frustrated as all of you, but as of right now, I don't know. No doubt we'll get the obvious lie, which would be something like, wasn't feeling himself, felt a niggle, or something like that. Unless maybe Arne wants to be very honest about it and said didn't have a space in the squad from. But either way, it's another disappointing situation for Fede. Mark Bell said, a lot of positivity around Liverpool the last 2 weeks. We need to show up today, unlike our last few performances. Or Mukrab says, yeah, a knock. That's the all reliable Mukrab, isn't it? The old get out of jail free card for any manager. He has a knock. What is it? Oh, can't specify, just felt something, just a knock, just twinge in training. Please give a shout out to Copites Kerala from Kerala, India. Of course. How are we? I hope we're all well. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoy the game today as always, and lots of love to our friends in India. How are we? The minimum number of players to join this summer, what will make you happy? For me, we need right back, left back, CDM and centre forward. So, Sal, it's a tough question because some of it's dependent on who goes out. So, I think for upgrades, we can definitely sort out left back. We can sort a centre-back change, although I think we may see 2 at centre-back because I'm convinced we're going to lose a centre-back as well. Up top, centre-forward, I think Diaz is going to be sold, so I'm having a guess that we'll revisit Anthony Gordon. And then in midfield, I think it's going to be interesting to see if he does look for that defensive-minded midfielder to give Ryan a break, or if he maybe goes with Stefan Bajcetic when he comes back in. What's this one? Okay, so the Twitterati are guessing, and I have to say this is unconfirmed, it is a guess, but some people are saying they reckon we have some sort of, we have to pay Chiesa X amount if he plays X amount of games, so we're avoiding playing him. Now, I have no idea if there's any truth to that or not, but it seems as good a theory as any as to why, once again, he's not getting a sniff from the manager. On paper, it should be an easy win, said Bullet Club for life, but it's football, and that's absolutely spot on. We should win on paper. If we show up, we should be too strong, but as you said, mate, it's football and anything can happen. That's nuts. I can't believe he's not in the squad. So again, just to go through the starting 11, it's, as you can see on your screen, it is, Arsenal now 3-0 up, by the way. Trossard's just scored again. So it's 3-0 there now to Arsenal. So they're picking up those points. So to run through the team really quick again. Alisson in goal. It is Bradley at right back, Costas at left back, Kanade and Van Dijk are your centre backs. Midfield of Ryan Gravenberch, Dominic Soboslai, Alexis McAllister. Up top, Mohamed Salah on the right, Luis Diaz, we believe, through the centre, and Cody Gakpo on the left. On the bench for the Reds today, no Chiesa. So it's Kelleher, Endo, Darwin, Jones, Elliott, Jota, Robbo, Trent, and Kwanzaa. A couple of super chats to go through. 1 second, my friend. Okay, Tom, let's get your membership chat up first. What's your prediction and expected tough game? I'm going 3-1, and I just hope we play better than we have in recent weeks and get the win. Afternoon, Craig. Liverpool to win 2-0 today. Thank you, David Jones. Always appreciate your support, David. Thank you so much, my man. Member with us for an incredible 34 months, David. Thank you. Super chat from our friend HFMCE said, Slot is biased. I think he's going to be exposed next season. Just my opinion. He'll bring more Dutch players more likely. So, a manager being biased or stubborn, I don't think is breaking news. You know, Klopp was, and I think most managers are to some extent. It doesn't mean that those decisions are right. But of course, managers live and die managerially by their own decisions. And I'm willing to give him a little bit of grace this season. But next season, the excuses go out the window for me, because you have the chance then to mould a squad in the image of who you trust and who you want to play. But no denying there's a stubbornness there. There seems to be... It's a trait, I think, with a lot of successful people or managers. You believe in yourself to a flaw at times, but, you know, as I mentioned, the manager's career will be determined by his own decisions. Jonathan Page, thank you, bro. Hope you're well. Nice to see you with us and appreciate your support. Case has been left out of the squad with Trent Nunez returning. Well, yes, he is out. Look, I don't want Trent playing, to be honest. I just don't. I'm very bitter towards the Trent situation. I'm trying to be as respectful as I can around the language I use to describe it, but I'd be a liar if I said anything other than, as far as I'm concerned, he can rot on the bench until he tells the world what he wants to do and keep playing Conor Bradley. Me, genuinely, I would rather win the title Sunday at Anfield. Oh, I think most of us would, Logan. I'm definitely in that boat. I've said it all week. It feels much more natural to win the league title at home in front of your own fans. So, yeah, mate, I'm with you. I'd like us to get the win today, but of course then hopefully celebrate the official victory of the title inside Anfield. Well, I won't be there, but you know what I mean. HFMCE said, Craig, do you think LFC's early exit in Europe is kind of underwhelming this season, seeing the other English clubs in semi-finals? 100%. Mate, I couldn't agree more. Look, there's no getting away from winning a league title. Amazing. What a season. Incredible, and didn't expect it. But it doesn't mean two things can't be right at once. And I'm overwhelmed with happiness over the league title. But I'm still a little bit uneasy that we went out of Europe that early, as well as the FA Cup. So overall, not going to say that it's an underwhelming season, but I definitely do feel like we didn't get the most out of the season. You know, the league title looked like it was in the bag for a while, and that week losing the cup final and going out of the Champions League in 1 week, that was a really difficult week. NCE87 said, Slot playing Gakpo left wing, Gravenberch CDM has given us an advantage this season over Klopp last season. Look, he's won the league with the same squad. You know, you can look at that, I guess, or judge that however you want, but he's won the league with the same squad. Now, 83 points, I think, was our total last season. And I did say at the start of the season that my aim for Arne this season was to improve on the points total from last year. Looks like we're going to do that. And he's won the league. So fair play to him. Whatever little differences or little tweaks he's made, he's got us over the line this season. Is Chiesa on the bench? No, he isn't. He's not on the matchday squad today, my friend. Finley said, bought a new guitar this week. Got a lovely Fender Stratocaster. Oh, hello. Hello, sir. Fender Stratocaster. Even I know what that is. And it's the best guitar I've ever played. Sounds so nice. It's unbelievable. Can't wait to get this league one Up the Reds. Fender Stratocaster, huh? If you what's the really expensive one? The something Paul Fender Stratocaster. I can't remember the guy's name. Something Paul, isn't it? There's the really, really, really expensive one. But wow, well in, man. That's a class guitar. Even my dumb ass knows that one. Craig, what are your thoughts on Chimicus? Or Craig, are you a fan of Chimicus over Robbo? Les Paul, that's the one. Thank you. Yeah, I was just, my brain just kept going. Don't say Logan Paul, Craig. Don't say Logan Paul. It's definitely not Logan Paul, Craig. Don't say Logan Paul. Les Paul, that's the one. Yes. What's my thoughts on Costas? I think he deserves it. Look, I still think Robbo's a far better player, but I thought Costas did well last week, and I thought we looked worse after he went off. So, when I was doing my preview this week, I kept him in the team as well. Oh, sorry, it's a Gibson Les Paul, isn't it? Yep. See, there's my dumbness. There's my idiocy coming out again. Yes, you're right. It's a Gibson Les Paul. Thank you. Apologies. See, I was thinking I was credible there for a moment, but yeah, you're right. But I've always said I've no musical talent, apart from my obviously supreme Adele-like singing voice. I got do, push pineapple, shake a tree. I got do. Johnny Sins, that's for you, mate. A little bit early because I don't think I'll be doing it celebrating a goal. But if you're watching, you know, I did say I'd sing you the little song on match day. Have I watched WrestleMania? I didn't watch the recent one on Netflix, no, but yes, I've watched many WrestleManias over the years. Jonathan Page, love your channel. Thank you. I would like to get into making some kind of content. So do I have any advice? Keep up the good work. You're an inspiration. Oh, dude, that's so lovely. I wish I could sit here, Jonathan, and tell you that I found some magic secret or something clicked and the channel grew from it. But the honest truth is, I just came on all the time. I tried to be consistent in when I streamed. I tried to make sure that the streams were interactive. I tried to make sure that I brought as high an energy to them as I could. And I tried to make people laugh. And most importantly, and I think this is down to my Irishness, I tried to be self-deprecating. So if I make a mistake, lean into it. You know, don't be embarrassed. Have a bit of fun with it. And try to be as respectful as I can to people who come in with good intent. So be yourself, be consistent. Don't read the comments in your live streams, yes, but God, don't read the comments on YouTube, mate, because I tell you what, it's tough going sometimes. But you also need a little bit of luck, and we had lucky moments. You know, the 7-2 clip went a bit viral and gave us a bit of luck. So yeah, I don't know, my man. I don't really have words of wisdom because I don't know how this happened for me, but I would say to anybody who's thinking of jumping into doing a bit of content, do it. Enjoy yourself. What time is kickoff? It is 4:30, so we've still got a full 50 minutes to go till kickoff. What are your thoughts on Chiesa this season? I mean, disappointment, Amanda, but not with him. Disappointment at how we haven't got to really enjoy it. You know, we signed a player that we thought could be an incredible bargain, that we thought, you know, could look like a piece of genius business. But for whatever reason, Arne hasn't played him. And for me as a fan who's had to listen to the shit about our wage bill from, you know, journalists and the club's briefings, and to see 7 million quid a year being not even put on the bench today in wages, plus the transfer fee, that makes me angry. Because that's a squad place that somebody else could have utilised, that could have given us some breathing room in areas that we've overplayed players in, like Gravenberch as an example. So I find it a bit hypocritical that the club tell us the wage bills are high and we have to make every penny count, and they're willing to throw away 7 million quid a year for nothing. And same with Elliott's wages as well. Arne doesn't really want to trust Elliott. But definitely the one with Chiesa is worse. 1-1 in the Fulham-Chelsea game, by the way. 1-1. Chelsea just equalised. Thoughts on Darwin leaving? I'm counting the minutes. I don't know if I've ever been as disappointed in a player before, because I wanted it to work so bad and I was fully behind Darwin, and it took maybe a year and a half to finally go, no, it's just not going to happen. So disappointed, but genuinely hope wherever he goes next, as long as it's not in the Prem, that he can start delivering and rebuilding his career properly. Right, hopefully PSG do Arsenal. They're already unbearable now, bragging the European form. They're now saying it's their big fish. Look, they deserve credit. I'm not going to sit here and say getting to a semi-final of a Champions League isn't a great achievement. And they've beaten Real Madrid. If they beat PSG, they've got to the final the hard way. So give them the credit. Because the way I look at this is, we can't bring ourselves to other people's levels. We're Liverpool fans. We carry ourselves a little bit differently. And banter's one thing. But I'm not going to be bitter about it. If Arsenal do well in the Champions League, fair play to them. I'll give them the credit because they won't give it to us. And that's the way I try to be, my man. If somebody does well, well done. Same with Villa this season. An incredible achievement for them to get as far as they did and run PSG so close. So I'll give Arsenal the credit if they win it. But I'd like to see some of that same credit coming back to us rather than hearing this crap about, oh, it's such an underwhelming season, or it's only a COVID title and then a PGMOL title. That's just so... What's the word I'm looking for? It's so dismissive and it's so arrogant. And I don't like it. I don't like entitlement in anybody. So, give them their credit. But also, I'd like that respect back to us as supporters. I'm definitely intrigued, though, by the two games against PSG. It's going to be very interesting to see those two games. Right, ladies and gentlemen, it is, of course, a match day, and we are proudly brought to you by our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. Check out the Beard and Balls bundle featuring the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra and the Beard Hedger Pro. And the good news is you can treat yourself to 20% off and free shipping. That is 20% off and free shipping store-wide at manscaped.com. Use our code Anfield20 at checkout or scan the QR code in the bottom corner. And also one of my favourite packages, the Chairman Pro Package Face Shaving Kit, featuring everything you can see on the screen there now, including that lovely little carry case. You too can get 20% off and free shipping store-wide with our code Anfield20. Use it at checkout or scan the QR code in the bottom corner. What I find funny is you can use a lot of criticism of this Premier League season that Arsenal fans use on the Champions League. Yeah, you can. But, also, it's not our problem if other teams have underperformed, is it? I don't remember of hearing this story when Manchester City win league titles that everybody else has underperformed. Or, it's just sour grapes. So, leave them to it. Respect your I know magnanimous is the word that I want to use here, but you've written magnanimity. Yeah, thanks. Look, I consider myself a sports person. I grew up my entire life playing tennis and football, and every day of my youth was filled with sport. And I don't like losing, but I do consider myself a gracious loser, and I will shake somebody's hand and I will always congratulate when there's no cheating involved. So I won't congratulate Manchester City for shit because I don't believe in any of it. But Arsenal, I'll give them the fair dues if they win it. And I think it's important. We are sports people, sports fans. And nothing wrong with acknowledging other people's achievements. A lot wrong with me trying to pronounce that word now, but hey, different story. There's a clip anyway. Magnum. Everybody at home have a go at saying that word. Are you right? We'll bring it back up on screen again. Everybody at home have a go at reading out that sentence. Respect your... Have you tongue-tied yourself or have you got it right? Let me know. Champions League prediction. Honestly, I think PSG will go through, but my reasoning is because they have the second leg in Paris. If the second leg was in London, I'd probably just about favour Arsenal. But it is going to be two really contested semi-finals, really toughly contested semis. You've got the attacking flair of Barcelona versus the defensive nous and solidity of Inter. And then you've got Arsenal and PSG, who are two good sides. So, yeah, I think they're two very good semis. Jingster said, easy, Craig. Yeah, of course it is. Oh, yeah, no proof of it, though. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. Go on, spell it. It's actually quite an easy word to spell, actually, when you break it down, but... Connor said a Barcelona-PSG final would be a great game. It would, and it would be filled full of snidiness, because they don't really like each other too much as clubs. Mary said... her grandson's making dinner and bought a big Easter egg. Well played, grandson, Mary. Nice. Grandson showing up, cooking the dinner and delivering the chocolate. Well played. Christopher, magnanimity. See, I could have done with you a minute ago, Christopher. Where were you, mate, when I was tongue-tied? Come on. Back to subscriber chat. Yeah, we had a vote yesterday on the stream, mate, just to see what people wanted us to do today, and we said we'd give it a go. So hopefully, hopefully it goes well. If it doesn't, we'll switch it back to member only. But we wanted to, again, the chat's been fine all week when we've been on subscriber chat. So we said let's roll it into the game and see what happens. Darwin will score today, Craig. Mark my words, said Jack. Well, he's going to have to come off the bench first to do it. I don't know why, Jack. I said this earlier on. I've got this really weird feeling that we're going to see Conor Bradley score today, and I have no justification of that other than a gut feeling. I got a sourdough starter for my birthday. I named it Conor Bradley. Nice. So Yvonne, on sourdough, because I love sourdough bread, I'm trying to figure out how to start making a sourdough pizza crust. Any help would be greatly appreciated. But sourdough starter, it sounds like, genuinely to me, sounds like a really cool gift. So well played. Let me know how you get on with it. And don't be afraid to send Craig over, any tasters of any delicious sourdough goodness that you bake. Is Chiesa injured? Not that we're aware of, mate, no. Just not in the squad. And as of now, I don't know why. Joe said, as a non-member, I understood the member-only chat. Good to be able to chat again, though. I'm feeling the Lucho brace. People were so kind about it, Joe, in all honesty. I think people understood. It's now 4-0 to Arsenal, by the way. I think people understood why we went to it. But again, it was always the plan to eventually get back to the chat being as it is. So appreciate your understanding, my man. Jamie, how are you, bro? Said, just got home from work. You're gone 3-0 to the Reds. Jamie, that'll be a fine afternoon's work, my man. So yeah, I'll sign me up for that 3-0. That'll do nicely. I just want to see us go and play with some flair, I want to see us go out there and really just play with a swagger and show why we are Premier League champions and also relegate Leicester. Is the official lineup? No, that's the official one, Marty. That's the official lineup. I'll run through it for you, mate, and anybody else coming in late. So it's Alisson in goal. It's Costas at left back, Bradley at right back, Kanade and Van Dijk are the centre backs. Midfield, with Dominic Szoboszlai returns to the starting 11 alongside Alexis McAllister and Ryan Gravenberch. Up top, Mohamed Salah on the right. We believe Cody Gakpo on the left and Luis Diaz to the centre. On the bench today, Kelleher, Endo, Darwin, Jones, Elliott, Jota, Robbo, Trent, Kwanzaa, no Chiesa, and we don't know why. Jailer Fonseca Herrera said, Franco Mastan, the lad from River Plate's a great player and also has great projection. I think Liverpool should go in for him. We've been linked with him, my man. I think he's still 17. Can we stop being linked with players whose names I can't pronounce, by the way, even when they're not that difficult? So, Franco, We've been linked with him, yes, and apparently doing really well at River Plate. I think he's a midfielder, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, definitely seen links there over the last week or two for Franco. Who do you think wins the league next year? I think whoever signs the best striker wins it. It's impossible to say at the minute, Joseph, but what I feel comfortable saying is that we'll be in the mix because we've kept Virgil and Mo. So, yeah, fingers crossed. Right, folks, this is where I need your help every week. If you can, do hit that like button for me. We're now, what? This is game number 33 or something of the league season, and we've got 1,000 likes in every watch along before kickoff. So let's keep up that great record. If you can take a second, do hit that like button. Chris Rigg, definitely a name we've been linked with, Martin. So, same with Everton, and I would imagine there'll be a few more Premier League clubs looking at Sunderland's Chris Rigg. He's been one of those players that I've heard his name bandied about for the last couple of years as one that Premier League clubs know is a big talent. I don't know who wins the battle to sign him. I would imagine you may see a situation, unless it's a club like Everton, where, let's just say, for example, it was us. We loan him back out to Sunderland then for another season to keep developing. Liverpool lad said, "What's up, Craig? Happy Easter. Sorry for being late. You're fired." Happy Easter to you as well, my friend. And thank you for being in with us. Right, I've got a question. Who's got their tickets? Who's coming along? We've got 2 fantastic shows, and I can give you a bit more information on the left-hand show, the title celebration party. So the first 500 people through the venue doors, which opens up at 11 a.m, by the way, they're going to give out 500 free pints of Madry to the first 500 people at the venue. And the good news is, you don't even have to pay to get in there for that one. There's also going to be some music on before. There's going to be a screening of the game inside the venue. I'll be doing my live show in the theatre then about 7:30 that night, hopefully with a musical act as well. So that's the show on the left. On the right, it is 3 days later, and it's going to be myself, Connor, Chris, Steve, Jack, all together for a reunion show, including my first ever live interview on stage by Chris, and we'll have lots of fun that night. We're hoping to bring the Premier League trophy replica that we have over, and we're also going to be giving away some mini Premier League trophies on the nights as well. So, end of season show, last day of the season, if you want to come and see us, and the other one 3 days later, both at the Hot Water Comedy Club, Blackstock Market, Liverpool, which is our home in the city of Liverpool. So if you want to come and see us, let me know. If you've got your tickets already as well, thank you. Who scores? I'm guessing we're going to see a Bradley goal today. But apart from that, I want Mo. I want Mo back on the score sheet. Thanks so much, Craig. Been watching for 3 years and you helped me through the toughest times and you're a funny lad. Appreciate it, man. Look, I've always said this. You guys have helped me. And if I've helped somebody else along the way, brilliant. Thanks. Great to hear it. But, you know, we're a community on here and I like to think we all look out and help each other. So, look, we don't know about Chiesa. And I feel like I understand people coming in at different stages and asking it. But honestly, this has been like the weekly where is he question. He's just not on the squad. And as of now, unfortunately, we just don't know why. What's this? It's just a bit of information. Oh, he's a right winger. Oh, Mastantuano is a right winger. Ah, interesting. Sweet. How's my family? They're all good, thank you. Yeah, all good. My daughter's down in Wexford today. My daughter's 21 next month, and she's gone over to Liverpool for her 21st. So we booked her flights at a hotel over there for her 21st. So she's gone over with her fella, and it's going to be her first time solo in Liverpool. So looking forward to seeing how she gets on. George said, so happy the chat's been back to non-member comments. Money's been tight lately and I've missed the live chat. Well, I appreciate your understanding, George, and thank you, man, for being with us, for sticking with us, and again, appreciate you. Right, it's full time. It finished Ipswich 0, Arsenal 4, so we're going to have to make sure we do it. get our points today, and then unless Arsenal lose midweek, we can win the league title next Sunday. But if they do lose midweek, we can win the league title midweek. So we will be doing a watch along of their game against Crystal Palace on Wednesday. Emmett says, shout out to my granddad Mike Oxlong watching today after a knee replacement. Mike, I hope the knee replacement went well. I hope you're back to yourself soon, my friend. And yeah, enjoy the game. Enjoy the game. United lost 1-0 to Wolves. That's not a surprise, in all honesty. I did expect Wolves to win there because I didn't see the team United put out, but they should have put out the kids, because the Europa League has to be their focus. Oh, yeah, Mike Oxlong. Yeah, sorry. Do you know what? This is what gets me. Like, I try to be nice. I try to be. You know what, though? Mike Oxlong's not a phrase that I've ever been able to say. Yeah, my friend Midge, It Wiener, is more, yeah, I wish I could say it. Yeah, well, I've said it, but I wish I could say it with any type of sincerity and honesty. Do you know what, though? I try to be nice. I don't mind getting caught out, though. Fair is fair. I got. Yeah, I'm more sad about not being able to say it and have confidence in it, because it isn't. What do I think about Cherky? I don't know about his cock, mate. I couldn't tell you. I feel much more comfortable about him over Xavi Simons for the price tag. Yeah, I feel much more comfortable, like the 40-odd million difference. Do you know what? That's one of the better ones, though. Because the whole knee surgery part got me in there, mate. So, usually I'd ban you, but you got me fair and square, so we let that one go. What's the Chiesa excuse this time? I don't know. I don't know. I've no idea why he's not in the squad. I haven't got a clue. Do you rate Hoyson and would you take him? Would I take him? Absolutely. Yeah, he's he's somebody I really want. So in an ideal world for me, Kanade signs an extension. We sell Kwanzaa and we bring in Hoyson and Hato, as well as Kirkes, because I think we need 2 centre backs. So yeah, I'd be all over Dean Hoyson. I think he's the best option, and apparently we're in a decent position in the battle for a signature. I read a piece yesterday that said he was going to take a month and make his decision because Chelsea are after him. We know there's interest in him from Real Madrid, but don't know if they'll pony up the money or not. So yeah, let's wait and see. Hato is a left back now. Hato is wherever he's played, mate. He may be a left back at Ajax now, but there's nothing to say he can't be a left-sided centre back again. Can't play left back. That's why I like him, because he gives us the versatility of either using them like Joe Gomez as an example at left-sided centre back, or we can use him at left back. Same with Gomez, who can play right back, centre back, left back. Just a good versatile player, and again, age on his side as well. Why is Liverpool planning to sell Luis Diaz instead of Gakpo? I always thought Luis was better. So, 2 things. One, there is no guarantee that Luis Diaz will be sold, but it's down to 2 things, really. The contract negotiation has stalled. He's got 2 years to go in his deal. He's 28. Again, 28's fine, by the way, but I'm just trying to give you an insight into why maybe they're looking at him. And maybe they just feel like they can get good money in from still and then go and upgrade. Remember, Cody Gakpo's much younger and is versatile, as is Diaz. I just think my gut feeling is Diaz will move on and we may revisit Anthony Gordon. But again, the Diaz moving on part, it's been mentioned quite a bit. I wouldn't be rushing him at the door either. I mean, he's on a reasonable wage and I certainly think he's a very, very good footballer. But I know last summer there was an option for us to try and trade him to Manchester City for Julian Alvarez, and that didn't come to fruition. So it looks like we've been open to this for a while, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's his side pushing it. I have no idea. Can I show the Leicester lineup? Yeah, look at the screen. It'll be going to the Leicester lineup in a moment, mate. It flicks between the two of them, so just keep checking on the screen and you'll see it go between Liverpool and Leicester. I spoke to a Colombian football fan. He said money is important for Diaz's case. Look, understandable. Look, if I was in Luis Diaz's position and I'd seen what money other players were getting, and I was on 70 odd grand a week, and you see other players like Chiesa on double his wages and he's not kicking a football, I totally understand it. And, you know, I will admit when I think a player has a point for being frustrated, and I think Luis Diaz has a very understandable point. He's come in, done well for us, and then sees Chiesa, and again, not to throw Chiesa under the bus here, but on double his wages, and he's not getting a sniff. I understand it. Will Tottenham give a guard of honour at Anfield if you win next week? So the guard of honour is before the kickoff. So it would be the next game we'd get the guard of honour, and then Arsenal probably. But I'm sure that they might give us one off the pitch, but usually it's onto the pitch after. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. We've got to win today and win next Sunday first. Johnny, you missed me singing Agadoo earlier on, bro. I was singing it, like I promised, just in case I forget when we score today. But thank you, mate, and happy Easter to you and your family as well. I'd like to know your real name, by the way. I feel weird calling you Johnny Sins. Colin said, Craig, you asked me to come back after my first cop experience. It's been a week and I can't believe I watched Virgil head a goal in front of me. The cop was dreamlike. Oh, that's so amazing, Colin. Glad you got to see such an epic winner as well. I bet you were frustrated when we conceded that equaliser against West Ham, but delighted you had a good experience, mate. Delighted you got to see Virg scoring right in front of you as well, and delighted it was exactly what you wanted it to be, my friend. Thank you for dropping back in. Where's Chiesa? There. Hey, Fede. You alright, man? It's a cup of tea? Nothing? No. Why aren't you playing? I can't say that, Fede. He's over there. I don't know where he is, mate. Your guess is as good as mine at this point. None of us know as to why he's not in the squad. Got it ready. Oh, it's like a truffle when I do that, isn't it? Like the lad from Goonies. Right, we need to get the likes up, folks. We're at 540. Remember, we need to get up to 1,000. In your opinion, is Gordon better than Diaz? I think he will be. I think you can make a comparison between them now. But what I would say about Anthony Gordon is, and one of the reasons why I would be on board with the signing is, from Hendo Shuffle to Truffle Shuffle, yeah, I know, man. I'm losing my train of thought here. What was I talking about? I don't know what I was talking about. Sorry. That comments just got me, man. I've lost my train of thought. Oh, Gordon, yeah, Anthony Gordon. He's a Liverpool fan, so I feel like he'd run through a brick wall to be here. It would boil Everton piss, and that would make me happy. And also he's younger, and you know, upgrade. Not that Diaz is an old footballer by any stretch. He certainly doesn't play like he's an old footballer, but there are upsides to that possibility, especially if you're talking about similar money involved in it. Won't have to worry about Gordon leaving on a free. I know. And he's homegrown, yes, exactly. Hex, which may help us if we move on other positions or need to free up. So if we were to lose Elliott as an example, that's a homegrown player gone. If we lose Trent, well, again, obviously that's another homegrown player gone. Is Nirmoha on the bench? No, not today, nor is Chiesa. Liverpool bench today: Kelleher, Endo, Darwin, Jones, Elliott, Jota, Robertson, Trent and Kwanzaa. That's the Liverpool bench. Can we still win the Premier League today? No, can't. Arsenal won 4-0. It can. The earliest we could possibly win it now is Wednesday. Arsenal play Wednesday against Palace. If they were to lose that game and we win today, we could win on Wednesday. If they win on Wednesday, we win on Sunday if we win today and beat Spurs. John, always lovely to see you in, my friend. Said, good morning, Craig. Apologise for being the Debbie Downer, but what does happen if Liverpool draw or do not win? Just asking as I don't know. Really hope this doesn't happen. I haven't got the old calculator out, mate. I mean, 5 games to go for us after this. If we draw, the gap with Arsenal would then be down to 11 again. So I think drag on one more week, depending on the Arsenal one. It will go on to the Chelsea game, if my maths is right on that one, John. But either way, it's just a matter of time now. You know, we're 6 points away, guaranteed. So all we need to do is pick up 6 points at any point, and it's done. If Arsenal drop points in between, then, you know, it can be done quicker. Happy Easter. Is Trent still a Liverpool legend if he leaves for Real? I think that's an individual person answer. For me, legend, no. Pivotal, important player who deserves recognition for a club, yes. You know, he was part of the team that won the first title in 30 years. And was part of the team that won it the second time. Was part of a team that won a European Cup. That makes you important in Liverpool history. Then the question comes with, well, how much does the Real Madrid stuff take away from that? I would say quite a bit. Others, maybe not. So I would never mention them in the same breath as a Gerrard, Dalglish. Wouldn't mention them in those breaths personally. But, you know, I think it's a personal opinion. Will said, here as always, Craig. Come on, the Reds. Hope you're well. Thank you, Will, and happy Easter to you, my man. Arthur, always lovely to see you as well, bro. Said, personally, I'd want Gordon for Diaz for like Gakpo. He's years younger. Diaz contract expires when he's 30, and unless he's Mo or VVD, I don't see him extending. I don't see him extending either, and it seems to have gone very quiet. I mean, let me just see if I still have it in my notes. Where was it? So Luis Diaz leaving Liverpool is not guaranteed, but it's a strong possibility, said Fabrizio Romano. I think there was another one on this somewhere. 1 second. Was that one? No. I'm trying to find. I thought Paul Joyce had said something on it as well, but maybe I'm mistaken. Yeah, I don't seem to have that one. I think it is kind of expected that he leaves this year, to be honest. My pleasure, John. Absolutely. My pleasure, mate, and thank you. Kickoff is at 4:30 for those asking, so 20 minutes to go. Would you mind Jonathan David in the summer? Again, I think the answer to that question depends on the rest of the business. So, as the sole striker, absolutely not. As an additional attacking option, if others are brought in, I'm open to anything. But I do think it would be very underwhelming if he was the number 9 brought in to replace Darwin, let's say. I wouldn't be overly confident that that's the right choice. Nathan said, as always, lovely to have your energy in the afternoon. Jesus, the wife doesn't say that, because there isn't any, to be honest. I think I like to think of myself as like a lion, or maybe more of a sloth. I have little bursts of energy every so often, and I tend to save them for the streams. So I hibernate on the sofa, very low energy for the whole day, and then I come on here and try to come alive. There's a joke in there somewhere, but I'd rather Jonathan David than Craig David. Oh, I don't know, man. You know, I don't remember Jonathan David releasing a banger about all the days of the week, you know. What did he do on a Monday? Did he bring her out on the Tuesday? I have no idea. Do you know what I mean? We know that they were all chilling on the Sunday, but, you know, Craig David. Oh, we're the Reds! Go marching in! Hello, Mike. Lovely to see you as always, my Philadelphian friend. Riley Grant said, in theory, Trent staying would be good. However, it would utilise the wages that we would have used for somebody in the summer. Look, yes and yes. Nobody wants Trent to leave that I'm aware of. Well, there might be a few that want him to leave, but a majority of us would be happier if he stayed. But I'm just expecting him to leave. Would you rate Barcoli and Kirkes? I don't think Barcoli is going to leave PSG personally, but, you know, lots of competition for starting places over there. And Kirkes, brilliant. I think Kirkes is the one I feel will be the first one through the door, in all honesty. Happy with the lineup. It's exactly the one I predicted in my preview video. Happy with it. I would put Chiesa through the middle over Diaz, to be honest. I don't like Diaz through the centre, but Arne is, at least we can say, he's being consistent in the fact that he's ignoring Chiesa and Elliott. Whether we agree with it or not, at least it's definitive. Petter said, so happy about a big Chelsea win. Oh, did you win? I didn't know you'd won. Petter, I know it was 1-1 last I checked. You must have got a late winner or something, did you? It was a badly needed win for you as well. What was the score in the end? 2-1, yeah, I just seen that there. Pedro Neto, 90 plus 3. Yeah, you badly needed that, mate. Puts you up into 5th as things stand. And you can be caught by Forest, but they have a difficult game. Yeah, good late win. Much needed for you lads as well. What was my score? 3-1, because a lot of the games have been 3-1 in recent history, so I stuck with 3-1. Right, we're up to 670 likes, so we've got 16 minutes and we need to get 330 likes. So if you can help us out, hit that like button. Is there a late night agenda tonight? Unsure. We're going to play it by ear. There'll either be a news video later on tonight or a live stream. Kind of just depends on how the day goes, really, and also kind of how the energy levels are, in all honesty. So there will be something tonight. I would imagine if we do a late night agenda, probably a 9 o'clock start. But just keep an eye on the old YouTube channel and we'll probably know the answer to it. I'll probably know the answer to it in the player ratings video when I'm recording that. I'll probably mention it. No Chiesa on the bench. Any idea why? No. But if I had a fiver for every time I was asked today, I'd be pretty well off, to be honest. But no, mate, not as of yet. I don't know why he's not on the bench. I'm sure we'll find out soon, though. I've just seen Arne being interviewed. I don't know if he was asked about it or not. Arsenal cut into a better goal difference today. I mean, don't worry about it, Paul. There's no need to be concerning yourself with goal difference or that, mate. We could sleepwalk our way to the league title. It's donezo. Don't worry about it, mate. Yeah, it's not a race anymore. It's done. So they beat Ipswich, fair enough, but we win today and we're just one more win away with 5 games to go. So it's all good. Would I take Sesko and Hugo? I mean, you wrote like Eddie and Ketty. I think you mean Hugo Ekitike for Darwin and Jota. Yes, I would, absolutely. Out of all the current squad, who do you see leaving? Trent, Costas, Kwanzaa, and maybe Kanade. Because of the contract situation with Kanade, no other reason. Diaz, Darwin, maybe Elliott, maybe Endo. And Chiesa, again, like, I don't know. I just haven't got a clue what the hell's going on there, so... He's not playing because Klopp insists he needs match fitness. Did you not see the holes in that theory there? He's not playing because he needs match fitness, but yeah, you can't get match fitness by not playing. But also here, have 7 million quid to sit on the bench. I don't have match fitness. Can I take 7 million to sit on the bench? I'll never complain about it. I'll sit there and smile just as much as Chiesa. I really don't fancy Barca in the Champions League. Got to the semis easy way, and they're Porta back naive. Look, I've always said, mate, I think the winner comes from our side. Well, I say our side, we're out of it. I think the winner comes from Arsenal PSG. I would like to see you on TikTok Live as well. Yeah, I'm a bit... Look, I've stepped away from social media about 3 years ago. Because it's toxic as hell and my mental health can't deal with it. So, I'd love to do more TikTok Live, stuff like that. But honestly, I don't want to get dragged back into the negativity that comes around with those type of things. So we tend to steer clear of them because, well, for obvious reasons. Yeah, look, I'd love to do more stuff, mate. But honestly, the old mental health's too fragile for stuff like that, in all honesty. And when you start being, seeing hundreds of comments calling you X, Y, and Z, it's not great. So hence the reason I stay here. Excuse me. I hope we don't miss out on Cherokee, especially for such a cheap price. Yeah, about 25 million would be apparently the asking price. Arne saying that depends on the intensity of the game. Maybe 20 minutes is possible for Trent. Look, Arne, I'll save you time. None of us want to see the fucker. So tell him to spend those 20 minutes sitting in front of a camera and explaining to the fans what's going on. It doesn't even need to be high intensity, Arne, but just stick him on the bench. I don't care. Trent's Liverpool career should be on pause until he has the bottle to tell us what he's doing. And we don't need him at this point. The league's won. Let Conor Bradley play. What's the point? What's the point in Arne slot playing Trent, let's say, from next week when Bradley's going to be the future if Trent's heading off? What benefit to Liverpool is that? None. It benefits Real Madrid and Trent. So with all due respect, fuck him. If he wants to stay at the club, brilliant, reintroduce him. If he doesn't have the balls to front up to the situation and be honest, why are we giving him the time of day to keep playing him? We don't need to. The future's going to be Conor Bradley. Let's look at the future. That's my take on it. And it's blunt because I believe the situation needs a bit of bluntness around it. I'm fed up of this pussyfooting around the Trent situation. He wants jam on both sides of his bread. Well, it's time to tell him, pick your side. What kind of price tag is acceptable for Diaz? I would expect Liverpool to get somewhere in the 50 to 60 bracket for Diaz, personally, but maybe people disagree. No, bro, I can't deal with Arteta winning the Champions League. Well, he hasn't won it yet, but, he's in the last four. He's as good a chance as the rest of them. Irishman living in Maine. How are we, Tony? He said, love your channel and always on. For us Liverpool fans living abroad, we need people like you. Oh, mate, thank you. That's what the channel was set up for. I've always felt like there's obviously great representation of Scousers in Liverpool fan content, as there should be. But I always felt like the rest of us were underrepresented and that there was nobody looking out for us. Because, like your good self, mate, I get fed up of being seen as the scapegoat to any problems at the club. Non-locals, always the problem, always the first ones to be mentioned about when the atmosphere isn't great. And I just had a pain in my hoop with it. And I said to Connor, well, I know this might sound cringy, but the goal at the time was to say, I want us to become a kind of unofficial international fan club for people who feel like their opinions aren't given as much weight as others, and that's what we tried to do. So I really, really appreciate you saying that, my man. And much love to you over in Maine. Ben, amazing channel. Thank you, bro. But it's only as good as the people that are on it. And by that, I mean the community. So thank you. Really do appreciate it. And thank you for being with us as a member as well for 21 months. Do you think Klopp would start Chiesa last season? Definitely. He would 100% have given him opportunities, to say the very least. You know, it just feels to me, and again, I can't say this is a fact because it isn't, it just feels that Arne is trying to prove a point and saying, don't give me players I didn't ask for. And that's the only reason I can think of that Chiesa is not getting a look in. But I don't want to hear anybody, Richard Hughes, journalists, or anybody else talking about fucking wage bills ever again and telling us why every penny has to count. Well, 7 million quid a season, plus a transfer fee, plus agent fees, is sitting there wasting away. I don't want to be told about the wage bill anymore. If you're so fucking concerned about the wage bill, then stop wasting money. That's my answer. Wasted it with Arthur Melo, 2 million loan fee and wages. Wasted it with Ben Davies. Wasted it with Ozan Kabak. Now they're wasting it with Chiesa. And they tried to tell the rest of us that's why we can't afford players. Nah, sorry. We can't be dissing Trent. He done the world for us. Let me say this really clearly. Fuck Trent. Sorry. He done the world for us. So let me just look at that conversation for a second. Did he do a lot for the club? Yes. Did he do it for free? No. He became a multi-millionaire. Was he hyped up and given extra promotion because he was a Scouser? Did he earn extra money being the local in the team? And was he happy to accept all that extra money for being the Scouser in the team? Yes. Was he happy with the PR that came along with it? Yes. Was he happy to have a mural painted on a house? Yes. Was he happy to appear in little rap videos with Scousers? Yes. Did he talk about winning trophies at Liverpool, meaning more than at other clubs? Yes. Then what did he do? Then he ran down his contract, allowed the club that he professes to love to be rinsed in the media by Madrid and Madrid fans, did this in front of camera and hasn't got the balls to sit there and tell us what he thinks. So don't tell me what I can feel about Trent. No, I'm not going to tell you how you feel, but to me, he's a coward. He's a coward that hasn't had the balls to front up to the very fans that have backed him all the way through. And that is not the type of person that I want to be pinning my badge to their chest. That's the type of person that I despise. Have a pair, grow a pair, and show some respect to the people that put you in that position and the people that have backed you in that position. That's my take on Trent. He wants to sit there, take his money, snidely slide out the door to Madrid and let Liverpool get rinsed in the media. Nah, sorry. Do what Lewis did, or do what Mo Salah and Virgil did. I want to stay. I love this club. It was always this club. It was only this club. That's what I want to hear, but I don't. I see this, and I see him sitting there waiting while the rest of the fans are frustrated by it. So that's my take on Trent. You're entitled to your opinion on it, but to me, I think he's been snide all the way through it and a coward. HFMC, he said, people say Real were crap when we beat them, but go over the top when Arsenal beat them. Media darlings with the English players, their PR is unbeatable. It is mad. But look, they beat them as well, and they deserve credit. They went over to the Bernabeu and beat them, you know, so let them have their credit, but they haven't won that yet. Right, look, ladies and gents, we have 5 minutes and we need 151 likes or the record's out the window. So if you can, do hit that like button for me. Look, one thing I've always promised you guys on this channel is my honest opinion. I'm not always saying it's the right opinion. I'm not always saying your opinions don't count. But I am going to deliver my thoughts bluntly and honestly, because I think that's what's lacking in a lot of our fan base, in a lot of the content around it, is too many people pussyfooting around for fear of repercussion or fear of being shouted down. I don't care. For me, it needs to be called out when it needs to be called out. And I've said it for a long time about Trent. Doesn't take a lot. to sit in front of a camera and explain the situation. He just keeps dragging it out, and it's tiring, and it's undermining the season. It's undermining the happiness of fans, and he knows it. Football Insider say Arsenal and Liverpool target Alexander Isak is expected to stay at Newcastle this summer because a fee would be too high. Again, that makes sense. Apparently there's a banner above the ground today saying King Power Clueless sack the board. God, that's a long way from title winning. Brian, thank you so much, my friend, for gifting 50 memberships. Really, really, really appreciate that, Brian. Again, a quick reminder, ladies and gentlemen, before we get on the way, we are being brought to you thanks to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. Why not check out the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra all-in-one men's grooming kit, featuring everything you can see on the screen there now. The Lawnmower 5.0, the Weed Whacker Ear and Nose Hair Trimmer, Manscaped's 2 liquid formulations, the Shed Travel Bag and the Boxer Briefs are a free gift as well. Use the code Anfield20 at checkout to get 20% off and free shipping. That is Anfield20 at checkout to get that 20% off and free shipping store-wide. Right. Let's have a look at the Reds team again before we get underway. It is Alisson in goal, Connor Bradley at right back, Costas at left back, Virgil van Dijk, your captain, alongside Ibrahima Konate in the centre back positions. Midfield, Ryan Gravenberch, Dominic Szoboszlai, Alexis McAllister. Up top, the great man Mohamed Salah on the right, Cody Gakpo on the left, and Luis Diaz through the centre. Your Liverpool bench today is as follows: Quivin Kelleher, Endo, Nunez, Jones, Elliott, Jota, Robbo, Trent and Kwanzaa. No place on the squad today for Federico Chiesa. And as to this exact moment, I still don't know why. Lightmaster Xbox Guru said, "Hey Craig, do you think slot-like structured style of play, which is why Elliott and Chiesa are not playing as they are creative?" No, I'm sure he wants creative players, but there has to be some reason that he doesn't seemingly trust them to play. Every manager's going to want some creative players in their team. And look, to be fair, it's not like they don't work hard. I would consider both it. And you didn't say that, by the way. I'm just trying to think out loud. I think both Elliott and Chiesa would be people you would say would work hard for the team. Gaz, how are you, bro? Big up to you, Craig. My brother, come on the Reds. Thank you, mate. Appreciate you. So look, ladies and gents, about to get underway. Thank you to everyone that's joining us. As always, I'll do my best to take you through the game and keep you up to date with what is going on. If you can help us out, hit that subscribe button. Be lovely to hit 307,000 subscribers today. We need your help to do it. So if you can hit that subscribe button, much appreciated. And once again, thank you to Brian for that amazing 50 memberships he gifted right before we started the game. Thank you, Brian. And I hope you're having a lovely Easter, my man. And also, I was thinking about you, Brian, with the whole Harvard situation. Must have a call with you about that soon because I find it all rather weird. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Right. Let's get ready to start. So remember, if Liverpool win today, Leicester are officially relegated. Right, Reds playing from right to left in the first half. Referee is just doing his final checks and then we'll be underway. Right, we are off, ladies and gentlemen. We are off. And Konate does the decent thing and launches the ball out long left side where it goes out for a Leicester City throw-in. Off to the Cavern Club tonight to see a Joy Division tribute. Nice. Well in, Kev. Have a good night, my friend. Right, Leicester City trying to play out from the back, go back to their goalkeeper. The press comes on from Diaz. The keeper plays an awful ball into midfield. And Diaz then coming back from an offside position gets caught out. But again, Leicester panicking early doors. So if you can, don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe button for us. Be lovely to try and get to 307,000 subscribers today with your help. Right, free kick to Leicester, which they're taking their sweet ass time getting on with. Keeper goes long upfield. Konate wins the header. By the way, the weather looks lovely in Leicester today. Pitch looks good as well. That was an award-winning pitch, if my memory is right as well, wasn't it? Right, Leicester on the attack, going into the channel behind Connor Bradley. Ibu steps across and puts it out for a Leicester City throw-in. Trent pants. I hate the camera pans to Trent. Nobody cares, lads. Nobody cares. Unless you want to pan the camera to Trent and put the word coward underneath. Because he needs to hurry up and grow a pair. We're all getting fed up of it. If you want to stay, brilliant, thank you. If you want to go, then hurry up and get on with it. Leicester City in possession. Again, trying to get down our right-hand side, their left-hand side. It's kind of very slow-paced here from Leicester. It's just, again, trying to draw Liverpool on, and we're not taking the bait yet to go on the press, and Leicester just knocking around the back. And eventually then, they try to play out left. Liverpool's press comes forward, and we win a throw-in deep inside the Leicester half. Oh! Salah hits the post. Almost from early doors. Good build-up play. Ball's played into Szoboszlai. I think he was off. I don't think this would have counted, but the linesman kept the flag down. I think we get a corner out of it, but it looked offside. It looked like he was half a yard off. Does anybody else? He looked half a yard off to me there. And we get the corner out of it anyway. So here comes that corner. Maka to take it, swings it in. Breaks edge of the box. Strike! Oh! Blocked. It was a good half volley from Ryan Gravenberch, but Leicester player got his body in the way and blocked it. Gakpo now. Back to Connor Bradley. And Bradley, under a bit of pressure, goes back to Alisson. No idea why Chiesa isn't on the bench, David, or anybody else asking, unfortunately. I don't know. Canade to Virgil. Remember, if Leicester City lose today, they're relegated, so they have a lot on the line as well. Costas cuts back inside to Virgil. Virgil about 5 yards inside Liverpool half. Goes across to Canade. Salah. Little 1-2. Lovely little 1-2 with Diaz. Don't know what that was from Mo. It was a kind of half shot, half cross, but it goes harmlessly through to the Leicester City keeper. You'd be a rich man if you had £1 for all the Chiesa posts. Do you know what though, Duncan? I agree, but also looking at it a different way, you can tell how much Liverpool fans just want them to be given a chance. And I think that in itself is a beautiful thing. Right, Leicester now on the attack. Right hand side, De Cordova-Reid. Ball played in deep. Goes over everyone's head. Connor Bradley gets away with one there. I don't know what he was thinking. He was trying to let the ball go out of play. It didn't go out of play. And then he was kind of caught. And then he was dispossessed. And eventually we get away with it and get a goal kick. But, I mean, I really don't know what he was doing. Actually, do you know what? That Leicester City player would have been offside, I think. Looking at it. Not the guy who initially went for the ball, but the late runner. But God, Bradley needs to be sharper than that. He's a centre half. He's a number 4. Watch him defend and we watch him score. He'll pass the ball, come as you like. Who is he? He's a bloody newly signed 2-year captain, Virgil van Dijk. So happy to get both those contracts officially boxed off. It was interesting as well listening to some of the comments from Morgan Rogers of Aston Villa saying Salah being the best player this season and Virgil being his toughest opponent that he's faced. So, yeah, Salah should have scored. He should have, but he would have been offside ninja. If you watch the replay back, it looked like his right foot was just... Oh, there he is again. I don't want to see Trent, cameraman. Piss off. That's twice now inside the first 6 minutes the cameraman's panned to the bench to see Trent again. The Reds have got no money, but we'll still win the league. The Reds have got no money, but we'll still win the league. Na 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 na. But hopefully the Reds have plenty of money. What I love about this summer is too many people have been so outspoken about the wiggle room Liverpool have financially and the big summer we can expect, and they've all backed themselves into a corner. So let's wait and see. Feels weird seeing Ruud van Nistelrooy there still as a coach. What's my prediction for this game? How I went 3-1. 3-1 was the scoreline that I went for all week. Kanade. Soboslai. Mad how many empty seats there are at the King Power, by the way. Loads of empty seats there. Virgil, well done, good defending. Plays it out to Costas. Costas now to Cody Gakpo. Costas goes on the overlap around the outside of him. Gakpo goes back to Diaz. Diaz gets it out of his feet, tries across deep to the far post to Salah, who I think wins us a corner. Just waiting for confirmation, yes. Diaz always looks for that ball, by the way. If you watch when Diaz drops into a pocket of space, he's always looking for the ball back post to Mohamed Salah. I tried it last week as well. Right, again, it's Alexis going across to take the corner. Virgil and Kanade and Gakpo all bunched together near the centre circle. Or excuse me, the penalty spot, my apologies. Right, here comes the cross. Ball in. Virgil. Ooh. Ref, that should be a corner. You've had a mare there, I think, ref. I think Virg heads it off the back of the Leicester player, but it's a goal kick. Let's have a look. So Virg breaks away. Gets in, gets a header. Yeah, that comes off the Leicester City player last. That should have been a corner. Looks like it comes off Faye's head. That should have been a corner for me. Right, boys, come on. Let's get going. Gravenberch heads the ball, but it's to a Leicester City player. Leicester now have it on their left-hand side. Bradley's there, Gravenberch is there, and that's Connor. He's gone past you too easily there, fella. Leicester have hit the post. Leicester have hit the post, and it's come back out into play. And Connor Bradley was turned way too easily there. He done him like a kipper. Diaz now turns back inside, plays it down the line to Gakpo. Gakpo now into the left channel for Liverpool, drives into the penalty area, fires in a deep cross. Salah, oh, it's saved. Side-footed volley, and it's saved and cleared by Leicester. End-to-end stuff. Leicester go down and hit the post. Liverpool counter-attack. Go up. Cody Gakpo crosses the deep. Salah side-foot volley. The Leicester keeper then palms it away, and it's cleared out by Leicester for a Liverpool throw-in. But again, Connor Bradley, he can't be getting turned that easily. He just can't. Hey, Craig. Thought we were playing at the Etihad with all those empty seats. Yeah, I know. Same, mate. Same. Considering this is a game against, I guess, the Premier League champions and Leicester could get relegated today, it's weird not seeing a full house. So 11 minutes on the clock. Sorry, I haven't synced up actually yet. I'm going to sync up at 11 minutes 30. I got too distracted by the game. Costas. into Gakpo. Gakpo cuts inside. McAllister. Again. Could see what he was trying to do, but the ball there was to Salah, who was free on the far side. Right, we're coming up to the 11-minute 30 mark. So we are now at 11:30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. Another Liverpool corner. And look, Liverpool dominating territory early. Had a couple of half chances. This one again, Salah tries to strike into the box, comes off Connor Cody's head and goes over the crossbar for a Liverpool corner. Yeah, it definitely feels like Salah's going to score today, Hussein. I agree. Schitzel said, Craig, looking good today. My mum and sister love watching these vlogs. We can't afford Sky. Well, it's a pleasure to have you guys with us. And thank you for your support. Hope the family are well, and happy Easter to your family as well, my friend. Right, goal kick Leicester. Nothing came of that, and again, Virgil feels like the ref made the wrong decision. Right, well, there we have the first one in the day who's getting banned. Virgil heads it forward. Again, ball breaks in midfield. Costas, well done to him. Gravenberch now to McAllister. Lovely control by Alexis. Finds Diaz, who tries to quickly spread it out to Mo, but again, probably a little bit more time there than he realised. Leicester City clear it long. Again, Virgil flicks it on. This one goes through harmlessly though to Alisson Becker. Who do you think our best midfielder has been this season? Really interesting question. I would have said Gravenberch for the first half of the season. Second half, I'll probably lean into Maka. But then again, I am biased because I'm a huge Alexis McAllister fan. Gakpo. Oh, tries to chip the keeper there to the far post, but doesn't quite get the elevation on it. And the keeper plucks it out of the air. Heading towards the 14-minute mark, and Liverpool have certainly been on top, but no score just yet. Any cheesecake today? Do you know what? I can't even remember the last time I had cheesecake. Somebody said who got banned. Don't remember their name, but they put in a fake score, so bye-bye. Tackle by Gravenberch on the Leicester City player. Leicester throw in far side of the pitch. Oh, happy 420. Yes, happy 420 to everybody. It'd be rude of me not to celebrate 420 later, wouldn't it? Leicester again trying to attack down our right channel. Canade does well, covering to come back. Alisson calmly then plays the ball out to Alexis. Gravenberch now. Across to Virgil. Move it quickly, Virgil. He goes back across to Canade. Canade now gets his head up. Nothing on, rolls back across to Virgil. Costas, left channel. Gakpo, Diaz, little triangle there. It's back with Costas. Virgil. To Ibu. Lovely lofted ball into the channel again, looking for Salah. Second ball breaks. Leicester get there first. Come on, boys. Keep up the press. Leicester throw in. 420. Google it, mate. Google it. Let's just say it's Worldwide Herbal Infusion Day. Jimbo Jones, appreciate you, my friend. Thank you. Look, if I can ask you all a little favour, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Be lovely to try and move along to 307,000 subscribers today. And we do really appreciate all of your support. And as you may have noticed, the chat is back open for everybody today. And thank you to everyone so far for contributing in a positive way to the chat and the community. It means a lot. Would I rather shower with Klopp or bath with slop? I'd rather shower, obviously, because I'm not in the same dirty water. But I'd imagine that Klopp's not lacking in the same area as that man's grandfather from earlier on, who had the knee operation. So yeah, I wouldn't want to be humbled by Klopp in that department, shall we say. Right, Leicester City free kick, about 15 yards inside the Liverpool half. They work it out left side. Cross in, flick through. Ooh, thankfully ricochets into Alisson's hands. Is it true Trent might be signing a new contract? No idea. I've not seen anybody credible even suggest it. I think everybody, at least from what I read, still expects that he's leaving for Madrid, but, let's wait and see. Canade to Virgil. Costas does well, keeps possession. Cody Gakpo. McAllister digs one in. Again, it's looking for Salah deep, but it's overhit and it goes behind for a goal kick. It kind of feels like everybody wants a Mo goal today, doesn't it? After the contract. Even the players seem to be looking out for Mo's runs more and more. Right, Leicester have gone short again with the goal kick. Press comes on from Liverpool. Leicester forced to go long and go straight at a play. It'd be a Liverpool throw-in. Thoughts on Joey Barton? Probably exactly like you think my thoughts would be on Joey Barton, mate. I think that's the kindest way I can answer that question. Yeah, I don't really care about him, and I hope he never has a good day in his existence, to be honest with you. But thank you for your super chat, Brox. Again, Virgil, the Canade. Same patterns of play. And this time, Leicester managed to counter, and they have it now in the left channel. Salah gives away a free kick. These type of situations make me nervous. Salah was tracking back, trying to help out. Leans into the Leicester City player, fouls him. No argument about the free kick, but I always get nervous with us giving away free kicks in these positions. We've been susceptible to them. Trent scored like 3 times in that one to catch the badge, said Jamie. And thank you, Jamie, for your membership with us for 5 months, mate. And Scott, thank you so much, Scott. Really kind of you. Said, keep up the good work, bro. Appreciate you. And thank you for being a member with us, Scott, for 4 months. The only place to be on match days. We love that, Mr. Slotball. Thank you. Right. Please defend this, boys. 20 minutes on the clock. Liverpool defending a free kick. Leicester City go very deep with it. It's headed back in, but Liverpool clear the first ball. Second header then edge of the box. Almost had a chance to counter. Now we do if we can move it quickly. There we go. Into the channel. The bounce catches out Mo. I think it was Soboslai tried to play it quickly into the right channel. It looked for a second like Mo was in behind, but the bounce bounced over. There's Bradley again having a mare. Connor, what are you doing? Connor went from a position there where he had a chance to clear the ball long and ends up over taking too many touches and turning back into trouble and giving it away. And it ends up with a Leicester City throw-in now, kind of in line with our 18-yard box, far side of the pitch. J&J Talks Football. Much love, my friend. Thank you. Right, boys. Come on. Long throw in from Leicester. Eventually cleared away by Liverpool, but there's nobody up there, so Leicester will regather possession inside their own half. Why aren't we running at this team and making them capitulate? Why give them any hope at all? I know, Brian, if there's one thing, mate, that I think a lot of us will agree on as a potential negative about the way Arne Slot plays, is it's too one-paced in attack, it's too methodical, and it's too easy to defend against. And well, I say that, but we're top of the league, so. But you know what I'm saying. It's we play everything in front of them rather than try and move quickly. Too many side-to-side balls across the back. And it kind of almost feels like he's playing homage to Pep Guardiola in the way City move the ball around. And I don't want Liverpool to become Pep Guardiola light, if you get me. I like our high-intensity, chaotic nature that we had under Kloppo. I feel like it serves us best. Bradley to Salah, back to Connor. Oh, good bit of work. Unlucky. Bradley tracked back inside, turned very well. Dennis Cross was blocked. It's with Virgil. Mike, appreciate you, bro. As always. I love you, Craig. Come on, Liverpool. Thank you, my man. And I hope you're having a good day. And thank you, mate, for your 16 months membership with us. Right, free kick to Leicester City. Gravenberch judged to have fouled the Leicester player. Kev said, I've seen other watch-alongs and this is definitely the best one by a mile. Keep it up, Craze. Only just become a member, but glad to do it. Thank you, Kev. So, it's not for me to speak about the quality of other people's watch-alongs or not, mate, but I can tell you what my personal bugbears are when I watch a watch-along. Seeing somebody dick about on their phone, dead air time, or no energy. I don't get it. For me, it's important to make sure that I keep people informed as much as I can, to bring some energy and some fun to it, and a little bit of an Irish sense of humour as well. And I really appreciate that you like it, my man. Thank you. If you agree with Kev, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, my friends. We are 210 now away from 307,000 subscribers. And again, thank you so much for your support. Still waiting for the breakthrough in this one, though. As it's 24 minutes gone, it's still Leicester City 0, Liverpool 0. And remember, we can't win the league today, but Leicester can be relegated if we beat them. Hagizno, much love as well, my friend. Donna Bain, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC, Donna. Will said, we've won the league in the worst kit ever. I agree, mate. It's horrendous, isn't it? It's horrendous, that home shirt. I can't wait for the Adidas stuff, although my bank account is very scared. Dean said, Craig, you're without a doubt the best YouTube channel. Look, I'm an idiot, as I keep saying to you. But I'm somebody who'll always be really appreciative of the audience we have and the community we've built together, all of us. But I always appreciate it. I always tell you guys the same thing. I don't know why you watch. I think you're all lunatics, but I appreciate you more than you'll know. Now, if you could all help me lose some weight over the summer, that would be great, because I really need to get back to pre-COVID Craig, where I lost 102 pounds. So I really need to get my finger out in that regard. Costas, Gravenberch, Maka to Ibu. Mohamed Salah wide right, back inside to Maka. Again, Leicester with everybody back behind the ball. Virgil now. Again, back to Alexis. Diaz. Again, look how many bodies are around him, though. Referee deems he was fouled, though. Free kick to Liverpool. right on the edge of what you'd class as shooting territory, maybe 5 yards right of centre of the 18-yard box, about 30 yards out. I mean, you probably expect a cross more than a shot from this position, but let's wait and see. Couldn't agree more about the current kits, Craig. Thank God for Adidas. Oh, I'm so looking forward. After our visit less than 2 months, said Brian. Yep, can't wait to meet up with you guys again. Brian's coming over for a visit in June, and lovely to meet up with you again, Brian. Can't wait. Right. Strike. Ooh. So Dominic Szoboszlai does take a shot. Kind of just goes for power, and it bounces directly in front of the Leicester City keeper, and he deals with it easily. Leicester now looking to counter, but Liverpool have enough bodies there in midfield, and Ryan steps in to win the ball back. LFC Love, happy Easter to you as well, my friend, and thank you. Hey Craig, just wondering if you can wish my dad a happy birthday. He's bummed with his team, Tottenham, as this is his first year supporting them. Happy birthday to Jackery's father. I hope you're having a wonderful time. And you picked the wrong club, my friend, if you're looking for some happy moments. Oh, sorry, Salah nearly scored. But maybe you win the Europa League, so maybe there's some bright times ahead there as well. But thank you for tuning in, and thank you for your lovely super chat. And again, happy birthday to your dad. Thank God his name isn't Mike. Sorry, joke from earlier. Right, another corner. Maka to take it. Cross in. Oh, goes out for everyone again. And cleared away by Leicester. Donna Bain said, cheers mate, been watching for ages, simply the best, thank you. Now you have that song in my head, Donna. Dum. Not going to sing it, don't worry. Or am I? I'll call you. I need you. No, I'm not gonna. But thank you, Donna. Appreciate you. Right, so we're at 28, nearly 29 minutes now. It's still scoreless. Come on, boys. It's been a weird first half, this, because we have had chances. We have dictated areas, but again, still no breakthrough. I'd love us to just, as I said so many times this week, play with swagger, go out there and just swat a team aside. And hopefully we can wear Leicester down here. And there's 2 quick free kicks, ref. Get your fucking card out. Ref, card. That's twice. Twice in quick succession. Nope, nothing doing. Free kick, but no cards. Bradley fell once. Right. McAllister. Cross in. Oh, again, it's cleared away by Leicester City. Good challenge, Macca. That's our ball. No. By the way, to the people trying to bait me about my dead parents in the chat, you ain't going to do it. So keep typing. We'll keep banning. And also, as I've said many, many times, you're an absolute low-life piece of shit. And I hope that someday in your weird little lives, happiness enters into it. Because I wish you nothing but love, peace and prosperity. You weirdos. And now you can see, by the way, why we put the chat on members only. The last 2 minutes there, two people talking about my dead parents. Classy acts, aren't they? Throw into the red, far side of the pitch. Be lovely to get the breakthrough with a goal before half time, wouldn't it? Soboslai to Ibu. Again, too many touches. Move it quicker. Costas. Back to Allison. Out to Connor Bradley. Minity. It's a fair question, my man. Sorry, I missed Mohammed's super chat first. Sorry, Mohammed. I didn't see this initially, mate. Do I miss Klopp's 100 miles an hour style of play? I really do, mate. I do. Some of my favourite Klopp moments or performances came amidst that mad chaos. Now, look, we conceded some annoying goals at times as well. It wasn't all perfect, but yeah, I do miss it, definitely. Minity TV said, when was the last time we really destroyed the team? So many nervy close games lately. Let's score 5 second half. All from Mo, or Ali from Mo. Or you want all the goals from Mo, mate. Sorry, I'm dumb. Yeah, look, I said the same before the game. I just want us to go out and play with swagger. Like, we are the champions. Like, we're better. I don't get it either. Arne's style is very pragmatic. And look, there's no denying we've got results this season. And there's probably also no denying that we've won games that maybe we would have drawn in seasons gone past. But, you know, we have a way of playing football that, you know, we have grown up with at Liverpool. You know, pass and move. The Liverpool groove. And yes, I agree with everybody who feels sometimes we're very one-paced. And like I mentioned a moment ago, or a few moments ago, it almost feels like he wants to be Pep Guardiola light at times with the way he wants us to play, and I don't like it. Right, another corner though, another delivery. Canada header, but it's easy and it's straight at the keeper. Did anybody actually hear why Chiesa is not in the squad? Has Arne actually mentioned it yet, or has anyone seen a journalist comment on it? Is it just a team selection thing, or is there something up? Costas. He was fouled. Free kick. Again, just give him back to Leicester. Diaz wins it back though. It's with Virgil. Leicester City keeper again. Spreads it out left-hand side. 4 Liverpool players there around the Leicester City player who still manages to get it away and play it upfield. Come on, the Reds. Oh, is he onside here, Diaz? Chips it back in. Oh, diving header from Gakpo and the keeper makes a save. Unlucky. Tammy said, Craig, love the channel. There's some evil, heartless people out there. Evil chat. I know. I'm not rising to it today. I'm just banning them and moving on. But thank you, Tammy. You're very kind. As there's a lot of people in the chat, by the way. Really appreciate it. I'm not letting them get to me. They can fuck off. Simple as that. Them and their little virgin army. Their fucking incel improv comedy hour. It's just not working. It's not funny. And do you know what annoys me the most about it? In all honesty, I'm being deadly serious. They can't construct a sentence. They're that dumb. That's the part that winds me up most, is how stupid these people are, quite frankly. Another strike from distance from Leicester. Cleared, goes wide. Jack, you're getting hidden mate for a fake score. I think we're caught up. Craig, can you say hello to my fiance Yvette? It's her first time watching. Of course, Ethan. My pleasure, my man. Yvette, how are you? And you've picked a Liverpool fan to get engaged to, so you're obviously you know what you're at, Yvette. So well played. Still baffles me how many empty seats are there, man, at this game. Oh, go on. Oh, again, it's just we've been one pass away from a breakthrough. It's so frustrating again. Bronco edits, of course you can, my friend. How are you? Welcome in. Hope you're having a lovely weekend. Costas to Gakpo. Again, you can see that deep float across, but this time the Leicester City keeper does have to scramble across and get a hand on it and push it behind. Jay Mew said, as per the Echo, Chiesa is not injured, simply hasn't been selected. There we go. Well, that gives us an indication, doesn't it? Like, no matter what we're told, the manager's no interest in playing Chiesa. So that's, again, as Liverpool fan, I don't want to hear about the wage bill from the club this summer when they're quite willing to piss away 7 million quid a year and a transfer fee. Oh! Ibu got clear from his man from the corner. A header. Keeper was probably beaten, and I think, was it Ndidi? I think it was Ndidi clears it off just in front of the line. Yeah, it was. And Salah may have even got a follow-up on it as well. Ibu gets there, heads it goal bound. If Ndidi doesn't get a touch, then I think Mo has a tap in. Unlucky. Right, Costas to take another corner. Come on, boys. Ball in. Oh, again, Leicester just about clear it. Second ball recycled to Connor Bradley. Goes out right side to Soboslai. Back to Bradley. Yes, Connor. Well done. Well done. Keep going. Threads it through. Shot. Oh, straight at the keeper. Unlucky. Bradley does well. Turns his man in midfield. Runs towards Leicester City goal. Then threads the ball in to Cody Gakpo. Takes a touch. 2 touches. The angle then becomes more difficult. He strikes it, but it's straight at the keeper. Unlucky. By the way, scumbags, you're not going to win. Keep writing all you want. I'm not getting a rise out of me today. Costas. Oh, again, another ball across front of goal. Salah comes flying in at the far post, but can't direct it goalwards, and it flies wide. How long have I been doing YouTube? 8 years, I think now. 8 years, there or thereabouts. What is wrong with some people? I'll tell you, the part that really makes me smile is these are the same little weirdos who will look for attention and say on World Mental Health Day, my DMs are open if anyone needs me. And if anything happens to them or their families, they'll be, on looking for sympathy. And then start talking about my dead parents and in such disgusting ways. It's sad, in all honesty. Like, I really do pity the little freaks. Like, imagine spending some of your Sunday, Easter Sunday, instead of stuffing your face with chocolate and watching porn like a normal human, spending your Easter Sunday sitting there talking about some fella you've never met's dead parents because you're such a sad little freak. It's weird, isn't it? Like, genuinely, I tried to think if that was my kid in that position doing that, what would I have done wrong to make them that much of a waste of space? It's saddening, really, more than anything. I worry for the future of these people. I hope they don't have any real problems in their lives, because they're clearly not set up to deal with it. Like, they don't have the emotional intelligence to deal with it. So I wish them nothing but happiness. But my God, they must be in dark places if this is how they spend their time. It really is saddening in that regard. Like, but fuck them. 2 minutes to go to half time. Still scoreless. Gakpo out to Canade. Again, look, the one was made by Soboslai, but nobody picked it up. Salah. Back to Alisson. Bradley. Oh, nice little 1-2. Still Bradley. Back to Salah now. Salah gets his head up. Sprays a terrible ball across, and it's intercepted by Leicester City's defence. Thank you, Hugh. But they're not getting to me today, man. They're just not. They're not worth my time or energy. So, but I appreciate you, Hugh. Thank you. Excuse me. God, it's been another frustrating first. Second half FC is going to have to come out again, unless we can pull out something here in whatever remains and plus stoppage time. Right, we are only 157 subscribers now, away from 307k, my friend. So if you can, a beautiful ball over the top there, right? And Leicester City keeper had to be right on the edge of his area, and he was. Otherwise, Mo had a tap in. But it does feel like second half FC is going to have to come out and strike. I'm worried we still don't know what slot footy is. Yeah, it's, you know what, man? I was only thinking that the other day. It's really difficult to pin down what is our brand of football under Arne Slot. I don't know if this style is one because he wants to be pragmatic and win the league, or if he doesn't think he has the players to play the game the way he fully wants it to play. But it's not a crowd pleaser so far in the style, but we are about to win the league. And we do have a transfer market that maybe he can bring some players in that, if we're still playing this type of football next season, it'll be a concern. Right. The ref said 1 minute of stoppage time. There's only about 15 seconds of that to go before half time, and it's still scoreless. Cody Gakpo. Cross in. Head it down. Diaz. Oh, he tries to flick it up for himself for a scissors kick. Referee blows up. It is half time at the King Power, and it's still Leicester City 0, Liverpool 0. unfortunately. So yeah, frustration, ladies and gents, in the first half, and we've got to try again, just be better. I mean, this is usually where I turn around and ask you what you would do differently or what you want Arne to do at half time, but in all matter of fact, we know he's not going to introduce Elliott at half time unless he has a drastic change of heart. So looking at the bench, Darwin's there, Jota's there. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what to suggest with regards to changing it up, because if we still consistently play this side-to-side slow build-up stuff, we're going to have the same frustrations. But it is 0-0 at half-time, and it can't be much flatter. I mean, we dominated it, but it's still, I don't know. It's a weird feeling. It's a weird feeling because we are on top. We are doing well, but we just haven't found the breakthrough yet. Christopher said lack of creativity and poor finishing. Nothing to celebrate about that first half, said TV3773. Passing has been off. No vision. Bradley and Costas have been our main creators. I'm starting to be anxious. It looks like we can play all day and still not score. It is frustrating, Guilherme. I totally understand, and I don't want to push back against anybody because I'm as frustrated as all of you. Slot's style seems more similar to Pep than Klopp. So he did speak a lot of the time, Arne, about his admiration for Guardiola and his style of football. But we also heard about the counter press, the high energy levels, and all this other stuff that's supposed to be the similarities to the way that we played. But we're not seeing it. We're not seeing it at all. We're seeing a slow, painful build-up, which, I don't know. Look, everybody who's frustrated, you've every right to be. It's not dynamic enough. It's not front-footed enough. It's not aggressive enough. It's the same complaint we've had in, maybe 20 first half games this season. We've had this same conversation. It's not crowd-pleasing football. Is that the right way of saying it? Welcome to life without Trent. It's got nothing to do without Trent being there, because this same situation happened all throughout the season with or without Trent in the team. So it's got nothing to do with Trent not being out there, in my opinion. It's just to do with, it feels like a lack of urgency. But of course, I'm sure the lads want to win the league title. So whatever it is, how do I say this? There's too much. There's too much lackadaisical, kind of cool fucking, I don't know, strutting around the pitch. Just not enough urgency or dynamism or running at players or forcing the issue. It's just, let's move it around, and if the perfect, absolute, diametrical, angled pass is on, well, we'll try to play it. I mean, mix the fucking thing up. Run at them. God, give me wingers that just run at players again. Joseph said Arne is more about control than chaos, different. Yeah, but it's quite frankly boring though, isn't it? You know, why can't we have both? Like, I'm willing to put up with it for now because, you know, we still have to look at the fact that it might not be his squad, but I can definitely say, and I think I speak for a lot of us, that I hope we're a bit more front-footed next season because this isn't enjoyable. Craig, you're amazing and a legend. Thank you, Carl. You're always very kind, my friend. Appreciate you. LFC Gamer and Vlog said, not the greatest of first half, so I'm sure will improve as the match goes on. Slow, nothing to show as champion, said Kutani. We're wasting our time with the build-up, said Adamus. Pulse Jam said, get Elliot on. We need a spark of creativity, and if needs be, come the 70th minute, still nil, he can bang one in from distance. Maybe Trent too. Look, if I'm Arne Slot, I'm in that dressing room now, and I'm letting them have it. And I'm talking about an absolute waste of 45 minutes of everyone's time and to get out there and put the game to bed. But whenever he's interviewed, he has this pragmatic approach. Like, for instance, this week he said, well, we've won 5 out of the last 6, yada, yada. Yeah, but you need the full context, Arne. We were knocked out of the Champions League. We lost the League Cup final and we haven't really played that well. So, we don't want to fall over the line as league champions. I want us to play expansive, attacking football and put teams to the sword and show why we're league champions. Craig, to be fair, I'd rather have complete control and slow play rather than players running aimlessly, getting tight hamstrings because of it. Would you? Honestly, I wouldn't, Marco, but I respect your opinion. I would much rather we have this game won in the 60-minute mark and start taking off players and resting them up. Why play to win a game in the 70th minute onwards or 65th minute onwards when you can go out there, blow a team away in the first hour and then start resting up players and taking them off or giving fringe players a chance? That would be my thought process. Sorry, just give me a minute to compose myself. 1 second. Right. Dave said, how are you dealing with the haters and trolls? Says Sinead laughing. She also hates misspelling. Much love. Yeah, it annoys me. It worries me for the future as well, Dave. How silly and dumb these fuckers are. But yeah, look, it is what it is. I very much believe in karma, Dave. So I believe that these lads will all get a hiding at some point in their lives. But I'm not rising to it today. Liverpool needs to get another CDM this summer, give Gravenberch the rest. I totally agree with that, John. Saying that all season, mate. And look, I've said, I'm okay if Stefan Bajcetic is that guy, but we need to hear that from the manager. Ooh, sorry, needed to burp. Hugh Anderson said, Slot's second season at Feyenoord, he signed 12 players. Do you think we could see wholesale changes as he's clearly not happy with quite a few players? Yes, I do. Like, I was going through Hugh earlier on and trying to think out loud about players that may move on. And honestly, I think there's a realistic world, and feel free to correct me if you think I'm wrong, where Trent goes, Kwanzaa goes, Kanade might go if his contract isn't sorted, Costas will go, in midfield, Elliot could go, Endo could go, Chiesa could go up top, Diaz could go, Darwin could go. Like, we're already talking 8 or 9 there, and I don't think any of them are mad crazy shouts. The Kanade one's the only real kind of up in the air one, but that's down to his contract situation. I think if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be having that conversation. But yeah, we could see huge changes in the summer. But again, all I want is not to hear next season that Liverpool have a high wage bill and to see players who the manager doesn't trust, because that winds me up something fierce. How are your balls and beard doing? Said Liz. Do you know what, Liz? I was only speaking to Sabrina last night about this. 43 years of age and I can't grow a beard. Imagine that. I'd love to be able to grow one. Now, if you are lucky enough to be able to grow one, as Liz said, how are your balls and beard? And no better way to look after them than the balls and beard bundle from our sponsors at Manscaped. A reminder, their skin-safe technology does guard your family jewels and makes grooming mishaps a thing of the past. So, check out the Beard and Balls bundle and save. Get yourself 20% off and free shipping store-wide at manscaped.com. Use our code Anfield20 at checkout. Now, don't worry. Trolls, the ones who were trying to have pop me today, you don't need to pay attention to this bit because obviously your little balls haven't dropped yet, so you don't need to worry about that. Maybe ask mommy or daddy for spelling lessons, because I wouldn't want you going online to try to buy Manscaped products with your dumbass spelling and not being able to figure it out. You could end up in some very weird sites, so get an adult present if you're looking for it. But to the rest of you wonderful people, 20% off and free shipping store-wide at manscaped.com with our code Anfield20. Your balls will thank you later. Even when Leicester won the league, they played better football than this. Did they? I mean, I remember Leicester playing counter-attacking football, to be honest with you. But I get it. I totally get it. It's frustrating, but we are still going to win the league. So I find it very difficult to complain about winning the league. But I do totally get where you're coming from. Ben. Oh, sorry, Ben. I didn't read that one out for you. 1 second. If you put the same 11 out, despite how they perform week in and week out, we're going to get lazy. That's how football has always worked. I think that's a very astute take, my man. Yeah. And again, people don't feel any pressure on their starting places. And I've mentioned this quite a few times this season. If you know you can go out there and put in a 6 out of 10 performance and not really get held to account for it, you know, where is that pressure? That's why you need a squad that has killers, savages, machines that want your shirt, want to take your spot. You know, healthiness is competition. Is healthy. It's important. Right, a couple of super chats to get to as well. But before I do, just want to remind you guys about our 2 fantastic end-of-season shows. On the last day of the season, we're going to be at the Hot Water Comedy Club, Liverpool, Blackstock Market, where we're going to bring our Premier League trophy there for some photos and stuff as well. We're going to have lots of fun activities. They're going to be screening the game inside the venue. 500 free points getting given out as well to the first 500 people. And the doors for that magnificent day open at 11 a.m. Our show 7:30, but lots gone on throughout the day. And then on the Wednesday, it's the Anfield Agenda official end-of-season party / reunion show. Myself, Connor, Chris, Jack, Stephen, Chris, all together for one night only. And again, you can get your tickets to that all-ages event with a link in the description, priced at just £20. Right, super chats that I have to catch up on. Pulse Champ said, also really like the look of Mavadidi. Not afraid to run the defender from what I've watched of him all season. Might need a look in the summer. I think we can aim a bit higher, in fairness now. But again, I do want somebody who gets their head down and runs a defender, so I get where you're coming from. Tahoe said, Salah missed an easy chances should he be dropped. He didn't miss any easy chances, and the one that he hit the post with, he would have been offside if that's the one you're talking about. If you watch it back, his foot was off. But other than that, I don't remember easy chances. He's forced the keeper into some saves, and no, he shouldn't be dropped. Adam, lovely to see you, my man. Said, happy Easter, everyone. Let's go Reds. Right, ladies and gents, we need 129 subscribers to get past 307,000. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do. We do appreciate your support. And don't forget to drop a like on the stream as well. Right. Liverpool lad, are you going to consistently put the same message in that says, sorry, Craig was gone for a bit? I have no idea what you're apologising for. Nor do I need to know when you will even come back in, man. You do you. Josh, 21 months in this beautiful community, never a dull moment. Up the Reds, and most of all, up the Craig, on to 350k subscribers. Thank you, my friend. And what I mean by that, Liverpool lad, as well, is you don't owe me anything, my man. If you need to drop out, pop in, you do you. You know, we'll be here and appreciate all of your support as always, but you don't need to explain yourself to me, my friend. Right, themes are coming out now for the second half. And again, a reminder, we are being brought to you today thanks to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. You can get yourself 20% off. That is 20% off and free shipping store-wide with our code Anfield20. Use that at checkout or scan the QR code in the bottom corner. Right, let's get cracking. Oh, eating lamb and chicken roast. Oh, Alan, you're making me very jealous, man. I love a bit of lamb. Lamb is my favourite of all the roast meats. Right, second half about to get underway. Still scoreless. Liverpool playing from left to right. Come on, the boys. We need the win. And then it's just 3 more points. Right, and we're underway. Second half. Where is Chiesa? Is he sick or he's injured? He's just not in the squad, according to the Echo. Anyway, it was just a decision on squad places. No illness, no injury, nothing like that. Just wasn't selected. Anyway, Leicester have it right side of the pitch. Again, Liverpool pressed and Leicester go backwards. Backwards again from Leicester. They try a ball into midfield, which works well for them, and now they play it into the left channel where they have a bit of space. I will sync up at 46 minutes for everybody. Just give me a couple of seconds till the clock catches up. Roast lamb, roast veg, potatoes. Oh, nice, Liz. We like that. Right, we're coming up to 46 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right, Gravenberch carrying the ball right hand side, slips it inside now. McAllister moved out left side to Costas. Costas to Cody Gakpo. Cody back to Costas. Costas with a deep cross. Oh, taken off Salah's foot. Young Thomas gets his head on it to put it behind. It was about to drop very kindly from Mohamed Salah there. It's a good ball in from Costas. Salah pulled away, and that's been a ball we've tried a lot today. That like late change from left to right, trying to get in Salah at the back post, but Thomas manages to put it behind. Right, now another corner. Costas to take it. Come on, fellas, come on. Cross in. Again, Leicester City clear it. LFC Gamer and Vlogs said, just remember, Craig, the wonderful people like yourself will always outweigh the lowlifes. They're not worthy. We have your back and come on the Reds. Mate, honestly, just don't give them any more time or attention. I know the good people. I know there's far more of you guys than there are of these little freaks, but appreciate your support as always, my friend. Thank you. Right, another Liverpool throw-in, which we get on with quickly. Still no changes, by the way, from Arne slot and selection. Jack said, how are you doing today? I'm good, Jack. I'm good. I'd be better if the Reds found a breakthrough. Virgil now. Into the left channel to Gakpo. Strike from distance. Oh, keeper parries it. And again, Leicester clear behind on the follow-up. At least we took a shot there from distance. It was Dominic Szoboszlai. Ball's played into Cody Gakpo in the left channel. He pulls it back to Szoboszlai, takes one touch, sets himself, drives a shot into the low into the bottom corner, and the keeper gets across and palms it out. And then Connor Cody gets there to clear it behind. It'll be another Liverpool corner. Ball in. Again, Leicester City headed away. You've had like 8 or 9 corners or something in this game so far. Cook Shop or Cook SHP. Welcome to Anfield Agenda Ultras, my friend. Appreciate you. Bradley. Again, it's this. Let's just move it around 2 miles an hour. It's like paint by numbers the way we play in attack. Virgil to Ibu. Maka. Out to Cody Gakpo again. Costas goes on the overlap. Cody clicks back inside as he's done every single damn time today. Salah now gets to the byline and wins another corner. Cody needs to go around the outside a bit more often. He turns back to his right foot too often for my liking. I know it's a stronger foot, but you need to give a defender something to think about. Mate, don't ever apologise, man. You being a member is awesome. Whatever membership it is, I really appreciate it. And thank you for the kind words, mate. Appreciate your support. Costas with another delivery. This time it's the keeper who comes and gets 2 fists on it. And again, thank you, Cook, SHP. You really are very kind. Gakpo. Again, onto the right foot. Cuts back inside. McAllister. Gravenberch. McAllister again. We're trying to thread the eye of a needle and it's not happening. Like, dare I say it? Get Darwin on or something, at least cause a bit of chaos. This is so pedestrian. Cody hasn't been great since coming back. I agree. I'd throw Diaz out to the left and put on Darwin. Well, look, I would have had Chiesa on the bench and brought him on, but we know it's not happening. It feels like Elliott could make a difference here again as well. Szoboszlai now into the left channel to Cody Gakpo. And you'll never guess what he's done. Cut inside on his right foot and loses the ball. And now Leicester on a counter. It's over and over and over. Every time Cody Gakpo gets the ball onto the right foot, cut inside, onto the right foot, cut inside. It's too obvious. Now Leicester on the counter. Cross in. Thankfully, it's too high for Vardy and Alisson claims. Ball into the right channel to Szoboszlai. Salah. Back over into Dom. Head up. Cross in. All the way through. All the way through to Cody Gakpo, who side foot passes it to the one Leicester player in front of goal that gets to block it. Salah. Szoboszlai. Back to Salah. His attempt to cross is blocked. Still Salah. Bradley. Szoboszlai. McAllister. It's just a weak shot there as well from Cody a minute ago. You could see he was trying to control it, but shot was just straight at the Leicester City player. I said pedestrian, mate. Pedestrian as in slow, one pace, walking pace. Another Liverpool attack breaks down and ends in a Leicester City goal kick. So my question to you guys would be, what message does this send to fringe players that Arne is allowing this crap to happen again? I don't understand it. Like, surely he needs to send a message that this is not acceptable. You can't give it much longer before he has to start making a change. Like, it's frustrating. And it's every week. Every time we play a team that sits deep. Oh, again, this time it's Diaz who side foots a volley over the bar from 6 yards out. You can see where the forward line's getting shaken up in the summer because, let's be honest, these lads aren't delivering. Major Zero said, finally a substitute for my sedative. Do you know what makes me most annoying about this, folks? Is that we've only got one game a week. It's not like you can justify this performance by talking about fatigue or anything. We've had one game a week for the last few weeks and have one game a week for the rest of the season. This bullshit's unacceptable. The monotonous, lethargic, low energy levels, it's not acceptable. You've one game a week. It's your damn job. At least go out there and play with some aggression. Virgil. Canade, Soboslai, sideways again and again and again. Salah, Gravenberch, Virgil, Gravenberch. Finally, he has a little run into defence, and then Diaz. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, of course. Even when it breaks to our fullback in Costas and he's one-on-one with the keeper, he has to have it saved. Chance after chance just being thrown away. Come on, lads. This time we get lucky with a ricochet that goes through. And Costas has a chance to strike it and the keeper makes another save. We go short this time with the corner. Only to go back. Another one chipped in. Edge of the box. Van Dijk header. It's cleared. Leicester counter-attacking now. Liverpool hopefully have enough bodies back. Leicester struggling to get bodies forward. They still have it though in the left channel, our right side, and they run it out of play. It's like the league will come anyway attitude, said Hugh Anderson. Yep. Bradley. You're looking over towards the Liverpool bench and still no movement. Liverpool have had 17 shots in this game, by the way. 17 with 7 on target and it's still scoreless. Leicester keeper tries to clear it out left, but it goes straight out for Liverpool throw in. Now it's Soboslai. Goes out to Bradley, who gets dispossessed, and Leicester clear. Only as far as Canade. To Soboslai. Jesus Christ. Another sideways pass to Canade. Over to Virgil. Gakpo. Now he goes round the outside. Look, he bought himself 2 yards because the defender wasn't expecting it. His cross is cleared, but look how easy that was because he was expected to go inside. So he gets to the byline, puts in a cross, and it's cleared, but at least he's delivered something there. Thank you, Will. Appreciate you, my man. Brian said, which team is facing relegation? Oh, hang on. There's movement on the bench. Jota, I'm guessing. Yeah, it looks like Jota's coming on. Bradley now. Square. Oh, why didn't you fucking shoot? Salah. Oh, he drags it wide. Why didn't Connor Bradley shoot? He was through on goal about 10 yards out. Right angle for the right footer. And he tries to square it. Shoot, Connor. Look at that shoe. He tried to square it to McAllister, but he played it 5 yards in front of him. Oh, my days. And then Salah tries a curler and he drags it wide. Yeah, it's not that funny, Mo. Like, Cody Gakpo going off to be replaced by Jota, so Diaz will shift out left side now, and Jota will go central. At least, hopefully, we'll have a bit of a better shape now. I think Diaz is way more impactful on that left side than he is central. Come on, boys. First thing Diogo Jota does is foul the Leicester City goalkeeper. You don't seem happy. It's been a tough day, Anthony, for a couple of reasons, mate. Tough day in the chat, and I'm biting my tongue and trying to stay positive. And a very frustrating performance after a week's rest. This is the best we can muster against relegation fodder. Patson Daka and Buonanotte coming on now for Leicester City. Go on, Diaz. Nope, he's dispossessed. Sorry, I'm trying to move some stuff around on my table to give me a bit more space. Leicester in possession on the far side now. Come on, boys. I think Chiesa could do more than Jota and Gakpo. Slot must hate him. Stian? I agree. Well, I don't know if Slot hates him, but I agree he would certainly be doing more. It's been a bugbear and a frustration for a lot of us, mate. There's no justifiable reason not to give him an opportunity, is there? Like, it's not like the rest of the forwards are on fire at the minute. We had 19 shots, Anita. Yeah, it's shocking. Leicester City with a corner now that's deep, headed away by Gravenberch. Right, boys, come on, counter-attack with pace here. Maka carries it forward. Look at the switch, Look at the switch, look at the fucking... We switch it, not far enough wide, but Diogo Jota does get a head on it and it goes wide. But Diaz was in acres of space. How McAllister didn't get his head up and switch that to Diaz, I don't know. There was a decent cross, to be fair, from Szoboszlai in the end that Diogo Jota tries to dive and header that goes wide, but the switch to Diaz was on and he was in acres of space. Mohammed said, the thing that irritates me the most about us is how we want to walk the ball into the net instead of just taking the shot. Well, to be fair, mate, we've had like 19, 20 shots or something in the game. But I understand where you're coming from. Like, that Connor Bradley opportunity drove me nuts. I don't know why he's squaring it when he's in a good shooting position. "65 minutes in almost now, and still just the one change from Arne and still scoreless after a week off. That's what really winds me up about this. Is like, this is our energy after a week between games. Actually, technically longer than a week and 2 extra hours. Arsenal went to Madrid midweek and still mustered a 4-0 away win against Ipswich today. And we look like we just met each other. Canade to Gravenberch into the right channel to Salah. who lets the ball bubble off his shins and go out of play for Leicester City throw in. Now it's a Leicester City free kick and another dangerous crossing area. Liverpool Prophet said the football's not great, Craig, either, is it? No, it's not. Bradley picks up a yellow card as well. Cross is cleared by Szoboszlai. Drops to a Leicester City player again, though. And that should be... Ball's in the net, but it's ruled out for a foul. So Leicester have the ball in the net. Referee rules it out for a foul. I mean, it looked like a clear foul in all honesty, but it's been checked by VAR. I mean, it's clear foul on Alisson by Daka, who hooks the ball back to Connor Cody, who heads into the open goal. But you can see Alisson's pushed away. But what the fuck is Alisson doing, first and foremost? And very quickly, VAR agrees with the referee, and we're back on their way. Bradley, right channel. Still Bradley. Crossed and nobody was there. Jesus Christ almighty. This is ridiculous. Bradley gets to the byline again, and it feels like when we get there, we don't even look. We just smack the ball across the front of goal and pray. Fuck me. Diaz now, wide left. McAllister. Costas. Again, cross to fucking nobody. The invisible man again. Just look. Like, just have a look where you're crossing the ball. Why is Virgil asking him to go backwards again? We've gone from an attacking position inside our own half again. There's a couple of players on the Liverpool bench ready to come on anyway. So Arne will be making more changes. But lads, this is unacceptable after a week off. Elliott and Trent coming on. Diaz. Maka. He gives it away this time. So Elliott and Trent about to come on. Leicester switch it out to our right-hand side, their left. Try a little 1-2. Kanade falls over his own feet. Again, Leicester still in possession. And Alisson makes the save. Szoboszlai. Jota. He's fouled. Free kick Liverpool. Referee gives Leicester player a yellow. 20 minutes to go in this one. Liverpool about to make 2 changes. Hugh said, players not backing themselves when in scoring positions, always looking for the natural scorer, just shoot. Exactly. So Bradley and Szoboszlai off, Elliott and Trent on. That's 3 changes now from Arne. Cross, deep, too close to the keeper from Costas. So again, just to confirm, Dominic Szoboszlai, Connor Bradley off, Harvey Elliott and Trent Alexander-Arnold on. Freddie said, Craig, if you had to bring in a striker for next season, who do you think the best fit would be? Julian Alvarez would be my number 1 choice, mate. Oh, Jesus Christ. Canade puts the ball out of play for no reason, with nobody near him, when Leicester tries to play a ball through. Rather than just control it and move upfield with it, he puts it out for a throw-in for no reason. 105 subscribers to go, by the way. So if you can, please do hit that subscribe button. Really would appreciate your support if we can help us get to 307,000. 105 needed with 20 minutes to go. Foul there from Diogo Jota. This is the biggest things he's done since he's come on is commit 2 fouls. Maka, Diaz, sliding challenges, but again, just another Leicester throw-in. Canade to Trent, who plays Hollywood ball to nobody. Second ball drops to Elliott. Strike. He thinks it should be a corner. Referee points for a goal kick. Let's have a look. Well, it looked like it popped up off the Leicester City player's back. Indeed it did, so he's right. It should have been a corner. But of course, it's Stuart Atwell, so... By the way, I don't want to hear the manager come out with any bullshit after this game, even if we win it. He has to acknowledge that it wasn't a good enough performance, and he has to acknowledge that it's unjustifiable, and he has to acknowledge that it's unacceptable, because it is. Even if we scrape a 1-0 winner out of this, the performance is pathetic. Let's be honest, lads. Let's call it what it is. Pathetic. For a team that's coasting to the Premier League, it doesn't look like we want to win it with any style or panache, or we've any urgency about us. It's just one-paced, methodical, boring nonsense that we've had to sit through for the last 77 minutes or 74 minutes. This isn't the level. This shouldn't be acceptable in a Liverpool shirt. What have we worked on for a week in training ground? Like, what was the plan? Trent cross deflected for Liverpool's 800th corner of the game. Why do we do this bunching together crap all the time? Cross in. Hit the post. Hit the bar. Still not scored. Can't score from fucking 4 yards. Now we do! 1-0! 1-0! And it's Trent. 1-0. And it's Trent. Takes the top off. Runs over to the Liverpool fans. Scores the goal. We hit the post. We hit the bar. Leicester City are complaining to the referee. But it looks like Liverpool have found the breakthrough, and it looks like Trent. How's he chewing gum? I thought we weren't allowed to chew chewing gum. Hopefully, VAR doesn't have anything to say about this, but I'll talk you through the goal in a second. But it looks like Liverpool have taken the lead. Connor Cody's having a chat with Stuart Atwell. Trent's going to get booked anyway for whipping the shirt off to show his Craig-esque physique. So, header first. Ball comes off the post. I don't know what Leicester are complaining about, by the way. Their two players collide with each other. Oh, I guess they want to pretend it's a bad head injury. But tough shit. It's not. Your own keeper takes out your player. Ball's in the middle of the penalty area. And then Trent volleys it left-footed. Keeper gets a touch and it's in the goal. They can't rule this one out. The ref didn't stop it for the head injury. Tough. And then Trent showing his Craig-esque physique, as I mentioned. Look, I do like his celebration. Hopefully it's a sign of things to come, because he looks pumped. Elmir said, would look as good as with a top off Craig. I mean, he's looking like he's getting to that Craig level of physique. Goal given, we're back underway. Trent with the breakthrough. I mean, God, you could have written that script, couldn't you? And it is Liverpool 1, Leicester City 0. I mean, Lewis out here spreading facts like a motherfucker. Last time I saw a body like that was the Barca stream. Didn't want to put Trent to shame there by, whipping out the old moves. But thank you, Lewis. And facts are facts, mate. You're right. Cook SHP said, agree with you about Trent. Should be coming out and speaking. What's your opinions if he stays? Again, like I've said, all the way. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, Diogo decides he wants to miss from 3 yards now. Wasn't good enough, Diogo missing from 4 yards. Now he said, hold my fucking beer. I can miss a sitter from 3 yards. Can we sell him and Darwin, honestly? Salah dinks one to the far post. Diogo should be burying that. Sorry, on the Trent thing. I've always said, I want him to stay. You want him to stay. We all want him to stay. But he needs to say those words. His celebration was certainly one where he released a lot of emotion and went straight to the Liverpool fans. Read into that whatever you think yourself. But let's wait and see. If he is staying, brilliant. We need to wait and see, though. Callum Apey said that celebration says he's staying for sure. Well, do you know what he can't do now? Which is not talk about the goal after the game. So let's see. Let's see if he has anything to say, and we can go from there. I'm not going to rewrite history. Even if he stays, I'm not happy with how he's dealt with the whole situation. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not. And if he goes, he's just dug the hole even bigger, in my opinion, with the celebration. But again, I got to reiterate, Liverpool fans want him to stay, but we've had no indications it's happening. Craig, that's Trent's 5th yellow. Will he miss the Spurs game? No, I don't think so. Salah, oh, Mo, how have you not scored, Mo? How have you not scored, Mo, from 7 or 8 yards out? Anyway, no, it's 10 at this point of the season, mate, for bookings. Salah's shot blocked by Connor Cody. There's just no way that should have been blocked. Anyway, we do have the lead and we're ahead and we are moving those 3 points closer. Right, corner. We will get back to it in one moment. By the way, we are only 77 subscribers away from 307,000. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, please do take a second, hit that subscribe button. Right, Trent in possession after Leicester clear the corner. A couple of super chats. Let's start off with Jack, who said, is the way to try wind Madrid up if he stays? Oh, I'd love that. I mean, like, that would be great. Like, if he stayed and came out and said, yeah, I was watching it all, pissing myself laughing, I was never going. But then you've got a lot of very credible journalists whose reputations would be destroyed, and I'd be here for that as well, to be honest with you. Declan said, right, hear me out. Elliot comes on, we play better, then score. Slot, wake up, bro. Well, we created a lot more since Elliot and Trent came on. A lot more gilt-edged chances. We should be 3 or 4-0 up at this point. Jota could have had a brace. Should have scored before the Trent goal in the same movement. And then missed a sitter of a header a few minutes later. Leicester switch it into the right channel. Oh, they had a third man run coming in late out of the box. Ball pulled back. Leicester player puts a side foot on it but drags it wide of Alisson's left hand post. Jesus Craig, now Trent looks like he's a bit of a belly. Look, I know, I want to be honest about this, mate. I know you look at me every week and you get to see Ronaldo levels of specimen here in front of you. Craig, Mo, Ronaldo. And you get used to it. Your eyes get used to looking at me and thinking, right, that's the perfect specimen. So then you see a player like Trent take his top off, only a 6-pack. You know, I can understand the disappointment. But he's doing the best with what he was given, you know? Right, 7 minutes plus stoppage time to go. The Reds inching closer to that league title. I want a mirror like Craig's. I've got one of those House of Fun mirrors, you know, from the theme parks, the fat ones that make you look skinny and vice versa. I've got one that makes me look 6'6", and you know, built like Mohamed Salah. I'm eating broccoli now. Thoughts? Well, you're clearly going to hell, Adam. So, you know, if it's worth it, only joking, mate. You do you. Whatever makes you happy. Right, where are we? I've a couple of super chats. Right, Jack, I think I've done... No, I haven't done this one from Jack. It's a win. 1-0 will do. Not pretty, but job done. Well, it's not over yet, but I definitely get your point. Marcus said, I think Trent wants his Gerrard moment in 2005 where everyone thought he left. Yes, I'm delusional. Again, this should be a perfect opportunity for the questions to be asked. What does that mean? Is he staying? Because look, he celebrated the goal like it meant a lot to him. No denying that. You know, I can see why people read into it, whatever. But you know what? We don't know. We don't know. And I don't want anybody to be getting their hopes up in case it stings even more. But I also don't want to say don't get your hopes up because we just haven't got a clue. Everyone feels like he's off. The media feel like he's off. Romano was saying Trent basically agreed on his knees to whatever Madrid offered. Again, let's just wait and see. But let's be certain about one thing. We wouldn't be 1-0 up in this game without that strike from Trent. So, facts are facts. Jota now carrying the ball through midfield. Moves it into the right channel to Mo. Slips it down to Elliott. Elliott back inside. Jota. Trent. Elliott. 4 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Trent back to Elliott. Back to Trent. Canade. Virgil. Jesus. Virgil passes it 10 yards, 5 yards behind Canade, who has to scramble back. Now it's back with Allison. Out left side to Virgil. Jota. Diaz. He's fouled. Free kick Liverpool. Wide left. Too far out for a shot, but a decent crossing position. God, I hate looking at myself, lads. I need to lose weight. Right, a decent delivery. Let's go. Keeper comes out again, cleaning out his... What are you blowing it for? You're stopping the game because the keeper comes and cleans out his own fucking defender. What? How is that our problem? There's no head injury, you clown. What are you stopping the game for? Just because Hermansen's a lunatic and loves to take out his own team as he's done 3 times. Where's the foul in there? For us. Gimp. Even slot signer, how the fuck is that our problem? Their keeper comes out like fucking, I don't know, Alfred the Flying Superbat and takes out his own players and gets a free kick out of it. These referees have lost their damn minds, honestly. Like, it wasn't even a head injury, so no idea what he was doing. Come on, boys. No dicking about. Clear it. There you go. Shane, my club were 13 points down at half-time in Gaelic football match today and came back to draw. The new 2-point arc is brilliant. Well done, Shane. Happy they got a decent result, my man. That's some comeback for sure. We're into the last 30 seconds of normal time, ladies and gents. Leicester on the attack. Liverpool defended it with Lucho. Well done, Lucho. Now find a Liverpool player. Nope, Jota decides to give it away. Stand up. Well done, Costas. Right, ladies and gents, 52 subscribers to go. If you have a second, please do hit that subscribe button for us and help us get past 307,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for everyone that's been with us today. We have 7 minutes, 7 flashbacks, 7 minutes of stoppage time. And don't forget, we're going to have our live match reaction coming up where you can vote for your man of the match and, of course, submit your player ratings. Jessica subscribe. Thank you, Jessica. Appreciate you. Jen, thank you for your kindness as always. Right, cross deep from Leicester. Well done, Trent. Just ducks under to let it go behind for a goal kick. Good defending. Right. Who assisted Trent? Do you know what, mate? I don't know, because there was such a scramble in the goal before. I think it might have come off Diaz, but don't hold me to that. Only 36 subscribers needed now. Come on, the Reds. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get there. Craig should be a commentator. Thank you. I think I'd be in trouble, though. There'd be too much swearing. Plus, I get to do it here with you guys, which is far much more fun. Leicester knocking it around the back. Liverpool pressing with 4 from the front now as Elliott's up there joining that press, trying to make sure Leicester can't get out. Again, it's back with Connor Cody. Liverpool happy to let him have it as the 4-man press sits just in front. They move it left. Now they play it into midfield and the press comes on. Leicester managed to keep possession. Still, though, inside their own half. Clock isn't their friend here. Oh, of course, Hadzadak is there. Can't get the corner. Don't go near him, Macca. The man's got the sharpest elbows in the business. Don't be going near him. God, stay away. Man has more UFC elbow, flying elbow knockouts than Molly McCann. Right, again, Liverpool holding the defensive line pretty much across from the penalty spot along a line. Cleared by Liverpool. Trent plays it forward. Cody comes across. Liverpool nearly win it deep up the pitch, but it is a Liverpool throw-in. Am I the only one, by the way, who... Am I the only one who doesn't know where they got 7 minutes from? Jen. Yeah, I don't know where they got 7 minutes from, by the way. Oh, here comes Curtis Jones with the fresh goatee. Jones coming on to replace Diaz. Yeah, I don't know why it says +1 on my screen, by the way. You're right. I don't know why it doesn't say +7. It's our system is automated, so the back end system automatically does all that stuff for us. But I've no idea why it doesn't say 7 and it says 1. Come on, boys. 4 minutes of the 7 played. Canade to Trent. Free kick, Leicester. Thank you to everyone that's hitting the subscribe button, by the way. You're making my Easter Sunday. Thank you so much. Let's keep going. If you can, if you're enjoying the stream, firstly, thank you so much for being with us. The Reds about to move within 3 points of a league title. So hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, match reaction coming up straight after as well. It'll auto-direct you there, so no need to click on links, but there is one just in case. Trent heads it away. Well done. 2 minutes of stoppage time to go. Who do you think the man of the match is? I don't ever want to give you my choice because I don't want to corrupt the vote, because we have a vote all the time in our match reaction where you guys can pick the man of the match. So Connor will usually dip in and see who the 4 highest performing players are statistically and throw them in. But any suggestions, feel free to throw them into the chat. Oh, Leicester still pushing here. Oh, lads. Buonanotte had a strike from the edge of the box, and it was one of those when he hit it, you didn't know where it was going, and thankfully it flew over the bar. Change the ribbons, lads. WFM. Love that, mate, and thank you for your membership to Sparky. UD said, it had to be him. Trent Alexander-Arnold, love the celebration. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Liverpool travelling cop in full voice. Less than 60 seconds now to grind out another win and move within 3 points or 1 Arsenal defeat of the league title. Gravenberch back inside now. Jota out left to Harvey Elliott. 20 seconds of stoppage time to go. Canade goes back to Alisson. Alisson puts his right boot through it and launches it long upfield. Come on, boys. Win every second ball there. Let's go. Remember, this defeat relegates Leicester City as well. Jones. All eyes now on the ref as we've had the 7 minutes. Long, Alisson. Long. Good man. Elliott picks up the second ball and he's fouled, surely, referee. How is that not a free kick? Atwell, you cheating scumbag. That was a blatant free kick on Elliott. Are you mad? Elliott was tripped up right in front of him. Right, it's over. Referee blows the whistle. Liverpool are within 1 victory of the Premier League title. Leicester City officially relegated. Trent Alexander-Arnold, of course it was, came off the bench to score the winner. Liverpool now know that a Crystal Palace victory on Wednesday or a victory against Spurs at Anfield, next Sunday, and Liverpool will be Premier League champions officially. Whew! It wasn't pretty, but we just about got over the line. Trent with the goal. We'll talk about it, of course, in the match reaction. Loads to go through from that one. Do let us know your thoughts. Again, want to say a big thank you to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. Why not check out the Beard and Balls bundle? Get yourself 20% off and free shipping store-wide. Use the code Anfield20 at checkout. Again, thank you, Manscaped, for your continued support, and of course to you guys as well. Adam said, oh, and the Reds go marching in. Oh, and the Reds go marching in. I want to be in that number. Right. So, again, we will see you guys in a few seconds for the match reaction. Much love as always. And, yeah, we'll see you in 60 seconds.